Hello, welcome. Welcome. Brand new series. Never done one of these before, but it is a small map challenge. We're not playing on hard mode. This is normal difficulty, but we do have a whole bunch of mods, as you can see down here. Pretty much every single mod that works, I have added to the game. So we have our old favorites like Choo Choo, ladders. Yes, we do have ladders. We've got the better architecture, better dams mod, whatever. Pretty much anything that actually worked and wasn't a new faction or some sort of random graphical thing that I didn't really care about is on here. And yes, Devilish fun, since I know you're here. Hello, welcome. We do, in fact, have the frog statue. So, knew I had to bring that one back for you. But other than that, it's pretty much just business as usual with the stuff that I've been complaining about not having for the past, well, forever. We're on the Diorama map, which is a 50 by 50. I have never played this map before. This is the smallest map I've done yet. I think the previously smallest one might have been a 128 by 128. But yes, so this should be fun. I really wanted to do the tourniquet map, but I could not get it to work in Update 4. So this is about as best as I can do right now. Natural procreation, and no, I did not do that one, as I felt like that was kind of against the spirit of the Iron Teeth way. But I don't know. Might go back and do that at some time later. So I got tons and tons and tons of stuff in here. So I don't know where it is. Maybe the food thing. Yeah, I have the packing plant mod again as well, so we can do hyper efficient food stuff. Yeah, it seemed like it was going to be kind of a mess to have that going on. I think, what else did I get? I have flywheels. I have not messed with those, but that seemed like a really cool idea. Vertical power shafts, universal power shafts, whatever. All the powered levies. The large water wheel with levy. That's new. I don't know what mod that would have been from. But that's actually kind of cool. I had not seen that before. Yes, the beaver Lunchables, William. They're back. Welcome. Glad to see you here. We also have, I think... Oh, I can't remember. Did I get the nuclear power plant mod? Or, I'm sorry, geothermal just looks like a cooling tower for a nuclear plant. That's why everybody calls it that. I might not have gotten that one, but I might end up adding it later. Small flywheel works like a regular power shaft. Yeah, I have not looked at this at all. I just went and installed all the mods that I felt like would be fun. And a bunch of maps, which unfortunately do not work in Update 4, and I could not even get into the map editor to fix those. Now, aside from that, I think everything is pretty much the same. Ferris wheels, of course, are back. Decoration blocks. This is another mod that I haven't messed with before. Might be a fun thing. I don't know if we'll get to it in this playthrough, but I definitely want to have it for the one that's coming up later this week. Or I guess earlier up this week. And then, of course, decoration. None of that's changed. Monuments are the same as they've always been. And, of course, Choo Choo. Although this map probably isn't going to work for that because it's really small. But you better believe it's coming in the next series that we're going to be starting soon. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started here. This is, of course, Beaverburg 10, which is not named Beaverburg 10 for some reason. But this is the 10th series that we have done on Timberborn on this channel, which is wild to me. At any rate, we got to get these guys going here with some tree cutting, which, of course, we'll go ahead and get everything set up as best as reasonably possible. This is normal mode, so don't worry. It's not going to be any sort of crazy stuff. Oh, yes, we also have the paths mod. So, yes, the frog paths underwater have made a return. I know Devilish Fun was waiting with the bated breath for that one. But, yeah, those are back, and should be all sorts of fun to get back into that. But I got to get used to clicking this path thing more than one time. We'll go ahead and get these guys going with a couple of lumberjack flags. I think we just leave those right there for now. What are the challenges? So, it's kind of open-ended. I didn't want to get anything too complicated, but this is the smallest map I've ever played. Normally, I try to just super overbuild laterally, and I don't think vertically that much. So, my idea to make this challenging was try to see how many beavers you can actually support with a 50 by 50 map. But I don't know what that number is going to be, so I don't want to put a hard goal of like, oh, I want 500 beavers, and then that proves to be impossible, because then nobody's going to have a good time with that. But I want to try and see if I can get to at least 200 or 300 beavers and see if I can support that. I think it should be possible with the amount of space we have that's green. If we utilize the side platforms and the metal platforms and everything, we should be able to grow enough food to feed them. So I think that will be okay. But yeah, we're going to have our work cut out for us for sure. I think... Oh, I also have the building flipper mod, because I absolutely could not live without that. So that is the only other thing we've really got going on. Now, why are these guys not, There they go. Oh, I'm on single speed. That's why I'm not on turbo yet. I purchased an angry face emoji, but it hasn't appeared. No, I haven't seen anything. Let me check and see if I put it to live chat, if that shows up. No, it hasn't shown up. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe sometimes they take a little bit of time. I'm not entirely sure. YouTube scamming. Yeah, YouTube is sometimes just kind of weird like that. I don't really know what to tell you. While we're waiting for these guys to get a little bit more stuff going on, again, it is normal mode, so it's not going to be crazy rush, try to plant stuff before it's the end of the world or anything. But I am going to go ahead and get these guys gathering up some berries. I'll start with some small warehouses, just to make sure everything is okay here. Oh, there it is. Devilish Fun, thanks very much for the $2. All hail the Great Frog. Yes, we will in fact be constructing the frog statues. Unfortunately, they require the treated planks, so it's probably going to be a while before we get to them, but we are going to have those. Would not be a playthrough modded without those. Definitely, for sure. So we have also, since we have the packing plant, we have these beaver lunchables, we like to call them, and it's actually unlocked right now, but we're not going to be able to actually make any of those until we have pretty much everything already growing. So now we're already got a little bit of logs, should be at least. I think most of them are going to the construction of our deep water pump, but we're of course going to want to rush our forester, which we can't unlock until we have knowledge, which means we have to build inventors. You know, early game grind. All that fun stuff, so we'll get that going. It's going to take a long time to get used to the path stuff. So let's see how fast we can get that going. Maybe I should do hotkeys for that. Okay, there it is. There it is. I see it. Cute little angry face with the 99. Thank you very much. Cowface Dev, hi, I've been a long-time viewer, first time catching live. Thanks for being here. Glad you could join us today. Gonna have a little bit of fun getting started here. Small map. I am not used to small map play. I'm used to very much the large ones. 128 by 128 or 256 by 256. So this is going to be interesting to see how it goes. Yeah, we're having a good time. Hopefully you're having a good night as well, or morning, or whatever time of day it is where you are. So let's make this a higher priority. I guess we'll go into turbo speed. We don't really need to worry about it too much. We just need to make sure that we're able to, you know, keep our beavers alive for the time being. Huh. Well, there it is. Oh, hey, Kurt's here. This month I'm poor, so I can't... You know, hey, never feel bad about not donating or whatever. I am just happy that you're here, friend. Please don't kick me. You're fine. Can you repeat the challenge for us later rivals? So the challenge... Thank you very much, as always. The challenge is small map, trying to take advantage of the verticality of the building that I so frequently ignore. And I want to have an eventual goal of having about 200 or 300 beavers supported organically with minimal bots. So we'll see how that works. But it's not really so much of a concrete challenge as the previous ones were, but just a way for me to kind of get a little bit used to a different style of play. Okay. Yeah, now the fun thing is going to be us not having a whole lot of berries and no other food stuff, so we really need to get going on a farmhouse And we can't build across yet until we research stuff. These guys are still trying to build all of that, and that's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. If I get to the top of the map, well, yeah, eventually. We just have to get there. But yeah, this is not going to be as high stakes as Drowned was. That was nutso. That was just insanity, pretty much non-stop. But should be an interesting, different thing going on. Why does this have no recipe? Oh, that's a new mod. That's right. Let's pause real quick. I don't know if he's in stream or not, but one of the guys I've been talking to on Discord made a mod that makes coffee a requirement. So that is part of that, I believe. So now we're actually at a -1 on well-being because of not having the coffee. So we want to get coffee going as soon as we can. That's going to take probably a while. But yeah, so I guess inventors now have recipes for science points or inefficient coffee. So of course we're gonna start with science points. When will the river be 50 wide? Well, this entire map is 50 wide, so if I had a 50 wide river, there would be no more map. So, do with that what you will. Alright, so now that this is done, next thing, of course, is going to be farmhouse. Just to plant some other fun stuff, which I think I can get away putting right there. Just for starts, we're not going to obviously keep it there. Early game is all about growing stuff as fast as possible to get your beavers fed and, you know, staying alive. And we have plenty of wood. We don't need to worry about building a forestry yet. There is still a lot of stuff that can be harvested. We just have to make sure we're keeping on top of all of that as best we can. Can't make a path across the dam, you need to make... Yeah, so I haven't unlocked any of that because we don't have the science points. I have to research... Man, I'm going to really have to get used to this again. We have to research platforms, which are 100 science points. Or alternatively, we can build the dams, which... Where in the world are those in? Okay, that's in landscaping. Duh. So we have levees and dam pieces. They're in a whole sub-menu again. Man, muscle memory is just gone without us. Just notice you're playing Iron Teeth again? Yes, and that is because the next series starting this week is going to be a Folktale series. I guess I should technically poll it so people can vote on it, but the consensus that we've reached more or less seems to be that people want to see a Folktales return and some more aesthetic-focused stuff, so we're going to see what we can do with all the fun new pieces for making different structures and dams and things. Alright, do you need coffee beans for inefficient coffee? I actually don't know. Once we get enough to unlock everything we need to unlock early game, then I think we're going to try it. We're going to see exactly what's going on with that. Did you install the ladders mod? Yes. Yes, I absolutely... Very first mod I downloaded was ladders, which are... I believe, yeah, they're part of the staircases thing. So I've got everything that I used on the previous Iron Teeth playthrough and some other fun new stuff. Yeah, so they should be able to get to all of that. That's looking good. We're at 50 science. We're going to need to get some sort of a water flow going to do our industrial lumber mill. It takes 75 HP, horsepower, Hewlett-Packard, Harry Potters, whatever you want to call them. Compact water wheel is the only thing we have that makes 40, or we can build a power wheel. Makes 50. Power wheel takes a lot more logs than we currently have access to. And we haven't gotten the drought warning yet, so I think the smart thing to do right now is going to be to stick this guy. See if I can find a good way of doing this. I am going to put a 4-way there just because we can. This is all going to get moved later. Don't worry. It's not going to be a complete disaster. Actually, you know what? No. I'm not going to put that there. We don't need it. I can just back this up. You know how this works. First wasn't frogs? No, because the ladders mod came up first on the list of most downloaded mods. Or at least higher up than the frogs. But we have it, so we're all good. Let's see, what else? Missed the windmills. So I actually have in the food thing, Oh, did that not? I thought I downloaded that. There is a Dutch windmill mod that replaces the gristmill. Maybe that's only for folktales because you can't really make anything like that here. But we are going to have the Dutch windmill back. That is one of my favorite mods because it meant I didn't have to deal with the all the nonsense from the other stuff. But at any rate, we have kohlrabi now, so we're going to stick that in here. As soon as I remember what one of these is kohlrabi, we haven't done anything with that for a long time. There we go. Got one for berries, one for kohlrabi. We got to wait for these to regenerate, and it's probably about time to start thinking about putting in a breeding pod. Although we're not going to go bonkers for it yet, because, well, we can't really support that many beavers, but we do have to start, or else as they start dying, then, well, you know, it's a bad time. So we'll just start storing up some water here. And we'll see, we have 97 science. I guess we probably could go ahead and do a forester, but I don't have planks yet. So I was thinking about maybe instead trying to put in a dam down here at the bottom to retain a little bit of water. And then seeing about damming this whole thing up. That's probably going to be the best first thing to do. Levees, of course, are 120 science. But they take a lot of logs, and we just don't have those yet. We're going to have to grow a lot of trees before we get to the point where that's actually possible. So I think for right now, the way this is sitting, we're going to want to just put in 3 of these down this way. So we'll get that going. I am also going to work toward getting all of these things connected with pathways. Now, they did kind of tease us here. They have the pathway going up here, the slope, I guess, but no stairs here to here, so you still can't really use that. It's going to be fun. What's the time-lapse thing up top? That is something I'm going to start using to do some other stuff that's not related specifically to the videos. But I forgot to disable it before we started this one. It's not going to be there on all of these streams. But basically what that does is it's a mod that allows you to set a stationary camera for the duration of a playthrough, and it'll take screenshots in the same position no matter what you're doing. You can move your camera, you can start putting different stuff in, but this is supposed to just show the progress of a map, and that's something I want to do for the main video series, and then at the end have a whole time lapse of the construction of the entire thing. Which I guess I could have done for this one too, but it's a little late for that at this point. I love nonsense, absolutely. Let's see, how far up do I have to scroll to get caught back up with you guys? Is there a height build limit? Yes, 32. Yeah, MP3 got that one. Let's see. Famous British condiment power? Oh, you're talking about brown sauce or whatever, aren't you? Ladders and vertical shafts should be base game. Yeah, they really should. It is just so much better to have those going on. Now, why? Okay, no, they're dragging stuff over there. That's why it hasn't started yet. Cord will make a nice little lake. Yeah, so that's the idea that I had been kind of kicking around in my head, was I was going to dam this up so this whole thing is submerged at least early on. But hey, we're in normal mode, so the droughts aren't ever really going to be crazy. The challenge with this one, I wanted to be just managing space and not so much worrying about building giant reservoirs to last for a 40-day drought or a 100-day drought or whatever it ends up being. HP sauce. I don't know that I've ever had that. I've heard of some of the other stuff. Now we have, in the US, we have a Heinz 57 sauce. That is kind of like a zesty steak sauce kind of thing. But I think, is HP sauce the brown one, or is brown sauce just brown sauce? Oh, you are absolutely correct. We need to connect this path to go reach the dams. That was my mistake. So we'll fix that right now. I actually probably should go ahead and move the Slumberjack flag. We're going to make all the pathways a little more efficient. Not to worry about that. We just got a lot going on right now. So I think we should be okay. I'm not doing 50 beavers only. That's going to be impossible. Think you can get to 500 beavers? See, I don't know, because 50 by 50 is a lot of space in the grand scheme of things. But if you can't manage the verticality of it and use these... Oh, everything is buried so hard. We have all these pillars and all this other stuff. Where's my reinforced platforms? Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot that these replace the other stuff. But I think we probably, if we're going to have 500 beavers, we're going to have the entire, and I mean the entire bottom of the map, all trees and food stuff, and have everything else up on platforms or side platforms or whatever. Remember to leave a 3x3 spot in the middle in your plans for a monument that covers most of the map. Yes. Well, in this map, that's probably going to be easy. But I imagine it's going to end up being right about here. We'll see. I don't know exactly how long this series is going to be, how many episodes. I don't think it's going to take as long as Drowned did, just because of how crazy that one was and all the different management we had to do with all the other random nonsense. We'll see what happens. All right, so I think food-wise, we should be pretty food secure at the time we're at now with the kohlrabi, so we can start branching out. Of course, we have to ferment stuff, which takes power, which is going to be really fun once we don't have any more water flow. But I think we're probably okay. I'm going to go ahead and research the forester, and we're going to replant a whole bunch of this stuff. I think right here is probably a decent spot. That's not a watered area. I wonder if I just hit this. No, I still have to select that. I kind of wish I could do a default path so I didn't have to click 3 times every time. I think you need a lot of dirt to level up for farming and food. Yeah, we're going to get there. It's just going to take a long time because we can't really scale as fast as we normally do because we have to be cognizant of how much space we're using. Campfire and temples will have to be placed at the highest elevations. Yeah, because those are dependent on actually touching the ground. Unless we're able, because we have... I hope I have the... Yeah, we have tunnels. So we can, theoretically, still make very good use of terraforming for the purposes of elevating stuff like temples and everything. And just have it be a complete cube and have tunnels going underneath it so you don't have to go over stuff. I wanted to make sure we still kept that in place. Alright, so that is good. I'm not going to plant oaks right away, at least not entirely oaks right away, because that's going to be kind of chaos. And it's going to dry out, so mangroves aren't going to be super easy right off the bat either, but we are going to get into doing mangroves, don't worry. I just think for right now, pine is the safest bet for tree farming. And down here, of course, is eventually going to flood, so I didn't want to mess with that. But I did want to plant at least a little bit of stuff, and these guys are going to dry out if I put them anywhere else, because this is going to be gone in 2.5 days. Because I don't have the science. Well, I guess I kind of do. But I don't have the ability to just completely stop this all up. Unless I put in dams up here, which we actually probably could. This is kind of wide, unless I just put 2. I could put 2 there. Why not? We need to get the platforms anyway, so let's unlock that. And then I think we'll just do one of those guys. So we'll see what it lets us do there. If I can actually have this completely blocked off with the minimum amount of dams possible, I think we'll be in a much better spot long term. Right. Kohlrabis will dry out if you don't dam up the highest part of the river. That is precisely what we're taking care of now. Tunnels cannot intersect, but they can cross over or under each other. Good to know. We never really did too much with tunnels from my memory of the other playthrough. I don't think I could ever really get them to work right. Imagine if they could do right angles. Talking about the dams. Or the tunnels. Because right angle tunnels would be super cool. Priority second dam piece. I will, except I have to be able to get there. Which is... Actually, it's already almost built. Because they can walk onto the sky to do it. No, I forgot about them. Okay, well, that's probably also true. Tooth grindstone, good catch. We will add one of those. Let's just say right there. We don't have any housing built for these guys either. I'd like to petition for 5 Lidos. Where? I don't really know where we're going to fit those. But we're going to have at least one. Especially if we end up having a lot of beavers. It's going to be really hard to get that well-being up. If we have 500 beavers, there's no way we're going to get to 60 well-being. Actually, I think the maximum now with all the mods is much higher than 60. Could be 70, 75. Maybe 50 showers in a row. All right, now you guys are being ridiculous again. We really don't have any kohlrabi stored up. That seems kind of a problem. All right, I'm gonna start growing some cassava here. I'm gonna unplant some of the kohlrabi because we don't really seem to need that as much. But now that we have the dam here, this water wheel is no longer turning. Also, it's about to be a drought, so that also could be why. Forester's working. Wait, what? How? How is that not, No, we don't have 2 unemployed. Those are 2 vacancies. Because we don't have enough, beavers right now. We had somebody die of old age 2 days after the young beaver was born. Alright, so we don't have any more planks because we don't have any water turning. We have 11 planks stored up, though, which is at least some modicum of progress there. So we're gonna have to do our best to not waste any more wood. We do still have some trees that are in the process of growing, and we have, of course, the ones that are being planted, so should be alright. We'll see what happens. Low priority to science, you got it. Suggest a limit of no more than 5 copies of each building. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting what happens. Every time I hear Lido, I think of... Is that French? Which translates to waterbed. Huh. Okay, I didn't know that. That's what I get for taking German in high school. French teacher was cool, though. Should have taken French. 1 district map? Yeah, this is a 50 by 50. There's no way we could do more than 1 district. Alright, so we have water stored up. This is a very short drought. It's like, what, a 2-day drought? If even. I'm not making 5 districts. Okay, where am I going to put 5 districts here? In what universe is that going to make sense? Oppenheimer or Barbie? You know, I kind of want to see both. I have some IRL friends here, and maybe some of us were talking about, hey, we should go do a double feature, but I don't know if you want to see both of those on the same day, or if you did, you'd have to be very specific about the order that you're seeing, because from what I understand, the Oppenheimer is it's a character movie, like a character profile, and it's not really a happy thing, I don't think, based off of what I know about the actual guy that they're profiling and stuff that he said in the wake of all of the atomic research and everything, whereas the Barbie movie is supposed to just be absolute insanity, and, you know, it's also just good fun. I don't know, I'll probably end up seeing both at some point. If not in theaters, then definitely when they come out on streaming, whatever that is. Should have every square of this map covered by monument area of effect, so it all turns yellow when you click it. Yes, and that should be pretty easy to achieve with a 50 by 50 map. It would be interesting to have a mod that allows the efficiency, excuse me, of a building to be upgraded, allowing it to be... Yes. That would be awesome. And I don't know if such a mod exists, but if it doesn't, which I suspect it doesn't, that is definitely something somebody should get on doing. That would be a whole lot of fun. Do you have the access to see Oppenheimer in the correct... yeah, we have IMAX. The movie theater in my town I live in does not have an IMAX, but I am within, I think, 30 or 45 minutes of a couple theaters that have IMAX. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to see a Christopher Nolan movie that is not IMAX. Like, I went and saw Interstellar in in IMAX when it came out, and that was, wow, that was amazing. Inception, was Inception IMAX? I don't remember. I saw that one like the day it released. Let's see, Martian I saw in IMAX, I think. I don't know, IMAX is great. Saw Elemental. I haven't gone and watched a movie in a theater in, oh wow, before the pandemic. It's been a really long time. I don't really live in a place that has a lot of movie stuff going on. Like, we have a couple theaters, but I don't know. I'm not gonna go see a movie when I can go do something else, unless it's a really good movie where someone is like begging me to do it. Can't watch tonight, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Hey, Texas Game Mom, thanks for stopping in, even just for a second. Can't wait to watch the VOD. Hopefully you're still in here to hear me call you out. Sorry, I can't always get to the chat immediately if I'm looking at something else or if someone is asking me a question, but I do appreciate you being here. Let's see what else. If you must consume movies, please see them in the theater. Writers and actors make a better wage. Yes, that's the whole, not to get or not to invite too much political commentary, but yes, the payouts for streaming of stuff is just either non-existent or just abysmally bad. And I'm very much in favor of people who do all the hard work to make movies being fairly compensated, always. So I would very much like to see that. All right, we've got more berries over here. We're not out by any means, but we probably should be gathering some over here. We also have dandelions for injuries and stuff. And we have enough science now where I think we can unlock the stairs. Yeah, let's go ahead. Actually, hold on. How much are ladders? Oh, 300. No, we're definitely doing stairs first. Now, if I put this here. All right, I need to get these guys going up. Because we got some oak trees and we got metal up here. That's always good to have. So here's what we're going to do. Since we've already cut most of this down, I'm going to get rid of, get out of here, all of that stuff. And I'm going to move our lumberjack flags up here, which I think if I put one here, I should be able to cover, yeah, almost all of that. So we'll just stick with the one for now since we have a smaller population. And we are going to try and see if we can get this area irrigated. Obviously, we don't have explosives yet, so we will have to do the levee method, which will unlock now. Let's see, where can I put... I think... I'm trying to figure out where the best spot would be at. It's probably going to have to be about here. I would put it here, but it's that's a 2-block high wall. So if I put one here and one here, might actually be in a better spot, but I'm not going to be able to get into it without taking up a bunch of extra space. Oh, the dilemma. I guess if we did that, then I can unlock the water. Oh, okay, that's 250 science. Yeah, we got to get that going. Got to get that going ASAP. So these guys are deprioritized. I'm going to deprioritize the forester for right now because the trees are already planted and they are growing. And I want to plant more, but I want to make sure this is irrigated first before we mess with that. All right, let's see. What else? What else are we talking about up here? They brought back Titanic to the theater. Did they? I think I only ever saw that one on VHS. Well, and then, of course, on streaming when that came in. I grew up a huge Titanic nerd, and the movie bugged the crap out of me for some of the stuff they got wrong. A lot of it's really, really accurate, but the changes to the portrayal of some of the characters, like the characters are real people, kind of irritated me. But no, special effects, practical effects actually in that movie are fantastic. And there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, and there's a couple of YouTube channels that actually do some like a deep dive commentary and analysis of some of that stuff. And it's very, very fascinating if you're at all into that kind of history or just making movies in general. One of the channels, if you are into that kind of thing, Oceanliner Designs does a fantastic series on the whole Titanic movie props and the process of making the models, and James Cameron going to the actual wreck site to do research and stuff. It's really, really interesting stuff if that's the kind of thing that you're into. All right, let's see. What else? I am so behind in chat. I am sorry. We're trying here. This is what happens when we have live streams. I get caught up talking about something and then we ignore half the stuff that's going on. Let's see. Don't forget to add decor to the water dumps. Yes, we will eventually. Hey, Davey, welcome. Sorry, it's been a couple minutes since you posted. Did not get a chance to greet you. I was reading the other stuff, but thanks for being here. Reminds me that I never ended up watching Titanic. It's still a good movie, you know. It's almost 20 years old. And, of course, lots of memes and cultural references, as one would expect. But the practical effects are really, really well done. I don't really care for, like, the whole love story bit. But, just, like, the theatrical, like, the spectacle of how they portrayed, like, the sinking and breakup of the ship was, like, really, really fascinating to me. Also, they definitely both could have fit on the door, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Oceanliner Designs is awesome. Yeah, Mike does a lot of really good work. Let's see, storage for cassava. Yes, the farm is not currently full, but we can go ahead and mark this one for raw cassava. And then get into fermenting, which we can go ahead and it's already unlocked, so we're going to stick that... I'm trying to think. Let's actually, since we're already here, let's put this out here in the middle. Build that there. And then I believe... probably better, honestly, to just put a straight power shaft coming off of this and then just build the fermenter like so, at least for right now. We're going to end up redoing all of it anyway. But just to get it going would be ideal. I'm going to pause this first so they don't get trapped. No silly billies. Although I do have Unstuckify. That was one of the very first mods I got as well. So that's looking good. Yeah, we got to get these guys up here. So let's put in a lumberjack flag up here. I think should be... Actually, can I get this? Okay, I can get almost the entire section up here if I have this put in place. So I'm going to super low prioritize this flag since nothing is ready for cutting yet. At least not down here. Never really cared for cinemas. I get annoyed when I can't smoke for so long. You get a time machine and go back to like the 50s or 60s. There you go. I mean, I don't know about elsewhere in the world, but I know in the U.S. it was a huge thing. People just smoke everywhere inside. 2 VHS tape Titanic is how I saw it. Yeah, that was the first time I saw it as well. I don't remember where the cut is in the movie to go to the second tape, but I always thought that was so funny they had to have 2 tapes for the movie. And of course, it's because it's super long. But that's just always really funny to me. Gonna do a season with the Folktales? Yes. Starting next week. Haven't decided if that's going to be a Monday or a Tuesday series start, but the next one is going to be Folktales. Drink 1 water. I will. I have it right here. Beaver names should just be Silly Billy XXX. Well, that's a different thing entirely, what you're implying with that. But I do have, and something I did not get a chance to set up before stream start, I do have the mod that pulls beaver names from a list that you give it, and I'm planning on putting all the beard boosters in there. So next stream you should see them named after some of you guys. I think there's about 30 something boosters currently. Let's see. grew up in a small village where the nearest cinema was about an hour 30 away by car. Yeah, if that's the environment that you're in, there's absolutely no way you're going to be seeing a lot of movies, unfortunately. I've got, I guess technically in the town I live in, there's only one theater based off of my postal address. But within about 20 minutes of my house, I think I have 4 or 5. There was a really cheap one. And obviously I'm not telling you where this is, but there was a really, really cheap one in the town I grew up in. That was it was old enough where I think it had been around since the okay, well, Europeans are going to be like, well, that's not a long time, but in the U.S., I guess 20 or 30 years is a long time in terms of how long a building has been there in the commercial space, at least in the area I'm in. But this would have been in the 90s. I went and saw the original Toy Story there, and that was the only movie theater in the county, and probably within at least another 20 minutes or so drive. But it was old enough where it didn't have stadium seating. And each auditorium might have only held, oh, I don't know, less than 100 people. It was really small, but the tickets were cheap. They were really cheap. It was like $1 to go see a movie, which I don't understand how they survived, which might have been why they closed down. But I digress. That was interesting. I really like the rotating sun mod. It just looks so cool, and I can't believe I had missed it that much. Let's get these guys harvesting some trees here. So it seems like that our well-being is low enough that it's not going to matter if we do anything else until we put more breeding pods in. So we can either raise the well-being or we can put another breeding pod in. I don't think we want to put another breeding pod in, so we're, of course, going to get it in there working on the fermented cassava. Alright, you guys are going nuts in chat here. Back to the Future is a fantastic movie. I got the trilogy on DVD box set when that was a big deal. We always watch it every time we do road trips. We pop it in the DVD player in the van and put that on. It's fun. We need housing. We're going to get there. There's a guy who owns 1,997 copies of Titanic on VHS. He wants to get to 1 million. Good luck finding 1 million copies of a VHS tape. Just good luck. You can connect the path. Oh, up here? Yeah. This is why live stream is fun, because you guys distract me and then I just forget about doing stuff. Just want to make sure that everything is coming along, which it seems like it is. Still working on building the fermenter, but we can go ahead and plant some more cassava for sure. We'll plant a bunch of this stuff, and I think we'll start some soybeans as well, because we're going to need to get to all of that eventually. We are about to have another drought, so we'll see what happens with that. We don't have enough wood to start damming this up, or else I would. Ha ha ha. Get it? Funny joke. New mods made for the new update. Most of the mods, I think, have been around for a while, but I downloaded all of the ones I could that actually worked and did not crash the game. So there's a couple I had to forego that I was looking forward to, but I think it's fine. I gave my friend the Titanic soundtrack on CD for his birthday, but he's only 22 and has never played a CD before and has no way to use it. You see, that's wild, right? Because when I was growing up, if you had a CD player, you were cool. Like, you had some, if your car had a CD player in the dash, you were like rich or something. Because we had, I was born in 91. I know a lot of you are older than me, that's fine. But we had a Plymouth Voyager, a minivan, for Europeans who've never seen one of these. Well, you've seen a minivan, but you're not going to be familiar with the model I'm talking about. It had a tape deck, and we thought that was so cool because you could play tapes in the van, and you could listen to music or whatever, and it had the upgraded Infinity brand sound system. Like, wow, this is we're like high rollers. We got the cool thing. And then, like everybody and their mom in the 90s, we bought a Ford Explorer in 1996. And it had, not only did it have a CD player, it had a CD changer where you could have 6 CDs in there at once. Now that was high class stuff. That was some absolute like rich people stuff right there. Of course we weren't. It wasn't a super expensive, relatively speaking, it was not a super expensive car, but it's just like, man, you can have 6 CDs in here? That's like 6 albums. That's a whole, like, 6 hours of music you can have in the car. And of course, nobody even listens to CDs anymore. Nobody does anything like that, because you could just have everything on your phone. You can have Spotify or whatever. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to plant some oak trees, just a few. And we're going to put in some more of these water storages. The reason I'm doing these 4 in the pattern like this is because I can then demolish them and build the medium-sized tank. But we don't have gears yet, so we're not gonna mess with that. Just want to make sure we can keep storing water, so we're in good shape with that. Yeah, but we really need to get some more beavers in here. So unfortunately, we're kind of just a little bit SOL without having access to all this other stuff. And I think if we can get across here, which we definitely can, we can start getting some of these birch trees harvested. So we'll put these guys in. I think, yeah, he's already cutting down the oak trees. That's fine. I can't really get rid of this guy right now. We'll see what happens. $25 million copies of the Titanic VHS remates, so 1 million should be possible. I mean, maybe, but where are you going to put a million copies of a movie? And especially it's 2 VHS, so that's 2 million VHS tapes. Where are you going to put 2 million VHS tapes? And how are you going to store them so they don't degrade? You're going to have climate-controlled storage, which for 1 million copies of a 2-volume movie, that's a lot. That's like an entire house completely filled with VHS tapes, if not more. Oh no, I had my chat paused. And I missed a whole bunch of messages. Alright. My god. Alright, now we gotta... Alright, I'm putting this in single speed mode so I can actually catch up and not completely miss a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, let's see. Where is that? Can we have the first beaver spawn be named Top Toad? I don't know who that would be, because we've already had several be born. I guess we could scroll all the way back. Anji. Where is Anji? Alright. Top Toad. There you go. First beaver that spawned is named Top Toad. Or spawned as in came out of the district center when I booted up the game. Well, I don't know how to determine that, so I just named the first one that was born. So that's fine. The promised child. Alright, let's see. What else here? You don't realize how spoiled you are until the mods are off? Yes. That was painful. Painful the last 2 series without mods. Could get a ticket and large buttered popcorn and a large pop for $15, with large theaters are about $15 for the ticket, another $12. Yeah. So the theater I was talking about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes ago, we never even called it by the correct franchise name. It was just the Dollar Theater because the tickets were $1. We didn't know what franchise it was. We didn't know blah 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 whatever. It's just the Dollar Theater. You pay the $1 for the ticket. I think when I was a kid, the large popcorn might have been $5. But it was huge. It was like that giant tub, and they'd let you get refills and stuff. And of course, now you go to the theater. You go to like a Regal or an AMC or something, and the tickets, like you were saying, the ticket's $15. The drink is going to be $8. The large popcorn is going to be, I don't know, probably 10 or 15. It's like, forget it. It's like, I don't want to pay that much to go watch a movie. Anyway, I digress. Operation Distract, JC is a go. Yeah, you guys are really, really good at that. If you have soy, you need canola. We're going to grow that too. Found Spaceballs in the $5 Walmart movies. Great. Spaceballs is a great movie. That is absolutely fantastic. And some of the humor in that I think would not fly today in more sensitive audiences, but it is such a good movie. Make a small pile for logs so they can get those logs. Oh, okay. I honestly wasn't even thinking about it. So we need to put in I guess I'll put one right there, small pile, just for logs. Good catch. We're so behind. Jenga Tower, we're definitely going to have one in this playthrough. For sure. I'm not naming the towers that. No. Mom got a 6 CD changer put into her 96 Pathfinder. We loved it so much when I was a kid. We always had it loaded. Yeah, we had always had stuff in there. And then when I started driving, that became my car. And I put different music in it, of course, but it was just always so cool. It's like, man, we got 6 different albums we can listen to. And then the iPod comes out, and then you have the tape deck adapter, the FM transmitter. Or if you were a real hotshot when I was in high school, you had a car with the aux port that you didn't even have to use the tape adapter for or anything. First car had an aftermarket 8-track player. Yeah, that would have been sometime in the 80s, I'm sure, if it was aftermarket 8-track stuff. Listen to sports talk radio. Yeah, I used to a lot when I was driving all over the place. But the sports talk radio is it's really hit or miss. You're either going to get like people that are really knowledgeable about what's going on, or they're just going to be shock jocks trying to just be like 13-year-olds on air and just be stupid all the time. It's like, I don't need to listen to a lot of that garbage. Some of it is very good, though. I was high-tech tape adapter that plugged into a Sony Discman. Yeah, with anti-skip. That's right. That's right. I had a I don't think it was called a Discman, but I had a Sony CD player with the little battery-powered 2 AA's, so it had the hump on the bottom, and it had the anti-skip, and I thought it was so cool I could walk around holding a CD player. You know, it's so annoying that the chat just skips. If you scroll a little, it skips like all the way to the bottom. So now I have to keep scrolling up to find what I'm doing. Meanwhile, you guys aren't looking at me doing anything interesting in game because I'm reading chat. Yeah, I'm at least 7 minutes behind on chat right now. Need to go in on storage because we get distracted. Yes. I mean, we're working on it. We're getting there. We're trying. Let's see. Grandfather had a car phone mounted in his truck back in the late 90s. Yeah, car phones are cool. We had a Motorola MicroTac, which isn't a car phone. That was one of the really early cell phones, but we kept it in the car. It was just so cool. It's like, oh, you can make a phone call from the car. That's awesome. And of course, now we're all completely beholden to technology, and you can't escape it at all. And it's like, all right, well, I don't know if I would have preferred this in the 90s when I first heard about cell phones, but it is what it is. Shoot, how much have I missed? Mostly me just kind of talking based off of what people are saying in chat. We haven't gotten a ton of stuff done, but we're having a good time. Let's see. Yeah, I can't keep up with the chat. That's what happens. We're working on it. All right. Dad had a briefcase that had a satellite phone. You needed to open it up, set up a fabric dish, then power everything up with an... Okay, that's hardcore. That sounds cool. Barracks might let them live a little longer. All right, fine. We'll build housing. We'll put some housing in. I was just trying not to like use so much of the green space before we get too comfy cozy here. I can't put that there. I have to have the curved stairs. I shouldn't spin that yet. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to demolish that one. Oh no, you can't demolish a berry bush. I'm doing it anyway. We're going to get that demolished, and then I'll put a platform there, and then I'll put the barracks up here. And some stairs. I just want to make sure that this is open back behind it. Alright, let's see. Oh, I'm still so far behind. Let's see. I only go on Tuesdays because it's half price. Yeah, the Dollar Theater that I was talking about, the tickets were 50 cents on Tuesdays. It was always Tuesday. I never figured out why they did that. Mel Brooks would not be filmed. Yeah, there's no way. Blazing Saddles would absolutely not be able to be made today. Not even close. Let's see. I mean, even something like as innocuous as Airplane probably... Well, I mean, it would probably still get made, but people would just get super mad about it on the internet. Oh, man. See, it wouldn't be so bad if it didn't completely reset my scroll progress on the chat whenever I just moved it at all. I'm really trying not to, like, skip anybody's messages. Let's see. New theaters built in one of their Promos is $6 movies one day this next week. Yeah, that's a good price now for movies, $6. Yeah, definitely go do that. Modern US movies are very tame. In general, yeah, I think so. Obviously, there's different things, and some of the made-for-streaming stuff, they can get away with a lot more. I really like the Pixar movies. I don't know, what's the joke? Like, all Pixar movies are just, what if insert thing here had feelings? And it's, Cars was what if cars have feelings? Up was, what if dogs had feelings? And then they did Inside Out and said, what if feelings had feelings? And I thought that was funny. That was a good movie. Soul was good. I watched Onward with my college roommates. I think that was the very beginning of the pandemic, because they just completely went straight to streaming because, of course, you couldn't go to a movie theater. And it was okay. Let's see. Almost an hour late to the party. Glad to see a small map. Yeah, this is, in fact, a small map. We haven't really gotten a ton done because I've been trying to read up on chat here. We'll get caught up soon. Let's see. Anti-skip ever work? Yeah, mine worked all the time. I'd stand there shaking the CD player back and forth. Like, oh, my CD doesn't skip. And it's like somebody else takes it and just like really starts shaking it. And then, of course, it would skip because it's not perfect. It fascinates me how some people can talk on the radio but really say nothing. Yeah, that is like 90% of talk radio. I can't stand, like, political talk radio. Just makes me want to shoot myself. It's awful. It just straight up rage bait at all times. There's no actual value to anything any of those people ever say. So I absolutely cannot stand that. All right. Want it to consume 100 hours of my life too is not enough to get me interested most of the time. Are you talking about the live streams? Or are you talking about TV shows? Okay, it's got to be TV shows. When he reads this, he'll know. Meatball says hi. Hello, Meatball. Hello, future... Oh, God, it's doing the skipping thing again. Hello, future me that's going to watch this later. Don't feel like doing 1.5 times speed today. Going to finish the little time I got left to watch on drown mode. Well, hey, thanks for being here. Hope you enjoy. Is anyone old enough and, may I say, cool enough to have a radio faceplate? Yes. I did not in my car because I never replaced the radio, but I had a bunch of friends who had the in-dash, like the narrow, like a Sony or JVC or whatever radio head units, and we always, every time we parked, you always got to take the faceplate off the radio, but then most of them would just put it in the glove compartment. It's like, okay, what is that doing? You got to take it with you. You got to fully commit. You have to commit to the bit, or it's not going to work. All right, build aesthetically. This is not the playthrough for aesthetic building. That we don't have room for that here. Got to wake up in 2 hours. Probably should go to. Oh man, I'm so far behind. Thanks for being here, Kurt. Appreciate you though. Have a fun sleep whenever you hear this on VOD. Tuesday's midweek, so lower prices are to draw in a crowd. Yep. When I worked in a restaurant, our slowest day of the week was always a Tuesday. And our schedule would start on Wednesdays every time it reset. Half the cars had long CB antennas. Yeah, I was born maybe about 5 or 10 years too late to really have too much exposure to CB and all that other radio kind of stuff, because we were all into cell phones at that point. Resets anytime someone posts a chat. Yep, sounds about right. I have finally scrolled all the way down, though. Hello, I'm Broek. Hey, you're fine. Nice to finally catch a stream. Please do not ever feel obligated to give me anything. Like, seriously, I'm just glad you're here. It's fun to get to hang out with people. Speaking of Devilish fun, I don't know if this is a new one or if it was the first one that's just catching up, but that is another... What emoji is that? Oh, I clicked out of the thing. Hold on. No, I don't want to put the user in a timeout. Stop it. YouTube chat, I swear. Thanks for the 99, though. Appreciate you. All right, had to take a radio faceplate off my radio. Yep. People would still... I don't even know if people still radios anymore because they're so cheap. Or most cars now have actually gotten to the point where the radios that are installed are good enough where you don't have to replace it. Or, like, new cars, a lot of them, the design of the dashboard is such that you really can't put an aftermarket thing in there without breaking, like, all of your climate controls or your other stuff. Annoying. Have platform from full tanks build storage over the water. We're getting there. The only reason I put these here is because I'm eventually going to put in a bigger thing. But, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. We can do, we do one of these and move the path onto this bit and then put the full tank here and then reclaim this for trees. I think that's what we can do. Bought my first car with money from deploying. This seems to be a pretty common thing. But did you buy a Dodge Charger? Or a Challenger or whatever? I think it's one of the more common things that guys in the military do when they get their deployment bonus. Or their sign-on bonus or whatever it is. Berries are full, as are logs and planks. Yeah, that's just because I've spent 10 minutes reading old chat. It's not actually building anything. Man, people watching this VOD back without chat replay on, first of all, turn on chat replay. But second, I'm sorry. You're not going to have a whole lot of stuff to look at. So let's start planting canola as they harvest the kohlrabi here. Because we got to be able to have storage for stuff. So we actually haven't harvested any soybeans yet because they haven't grown. But the canola does take 9 days, and I really should have planted those before the soybeans. But here we are. So we have this in place. We're not demanding any power because nobody's working. Oh, because we lost some people. We need to have more of these breeding pods. Yeah, see, early game with me is always a fun challenge because I get, especially in live stream, I get distracted. I just don't do stuff. And now these guys are all hungry, which is, shall we say, less than ideal. Alright, so that needs to be lower priority. That needs to be lower priority. That needs to be lower. Man, we're having a good time, you know, not getting anything done here. Okay, now somebody's working there. That's good. We have the ability to ferment stuff. As long as nobody's dying, that's good. But we definitely need to get these breeding pods up and running a little bit better. Bought a Mazda. Oh, Mazda 6. I was thinking about buying one of those, but then I remembered I was poor. But I really like the last generation of those. I think it came out like, what, 2014, 2015? I thought those were nice. Platform across the river. Yeah, so I did platform across here to be doing tree farming, but we also have this over here. I think what we're going to do, since we already have this farmhouse here, where I'm going to probably harvest these berries and then get rid of the plants, and then plant a whole bunch of stuff over here. But to do that, I have to have another gatherer flag, and I don't have enough beavers right now to really do too much of anything. Because we're waiting. I'll put it on turbo mode again, now that I've finally caught up on chat. Not as tiny as I was hoping. It's 50 by 50, my man. Like, it's not really that many smaller maps out there. Guess even tiny things are still bigger in America. Well, this game is, I'm pretty sure, Polish. So, checkmate there. Canola, also a type of mustard. I haven't heard that. That's not something I've heard. I think it could be related to it. First was a Mazda MX-3. Yeah, those are great. Mazda, like, honestly, Mazda stuff from like the 90s, 80s and 90s, I think might be some of my favorite cars. Like RX-7s, the OG ones. Great cars. It's part of the mustard or cab. Okay. I didn't know that. That is very interesting. Hey, glad to finally catch a live, even if I'm late. Hey, welcome. Welcome in, Joe. My girlfriend finally fell asleep. Oh, super happy to see you doing Diorama. Yeah, I wanted to originally do a map called Tourniquet that somebody shared in my Discord. It was like, I think it was either 7 tiles or 9 tiles by 69 tiles long, I think. But I could not get the map to work an update for. I thought it would be a really fun, vertically oriented map. But yeah, we're sitting here on Diorama 50 by 50, hoping to get something out of it. I would like to have a couple hundred beavers by the end of this playthrough. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, as you can tell, we haven't really done too much in the first 2.5 cycles. But we're trying. We're doing our best. And we're waiting on all this stuff to get harvested so we can actually, you know, grow more canola stuff. 69 Hurst Olds or 69... Oh, yeah, Hurst shifters are cool. Wow, okay, well-being immediately went up to 5 because we have finally somewhere for them to sleep. Very exciting. I, unfortunately, have never had the opportunity to drive a manual transmission car. Even though technically I think the Hurst is not a manual, at least the ones I'm familiar with. But, I don't know. Never had one. We always had automatics in my family when I was growing up. And I think the last manual car I think either of my parents had, my dad had an RX-7 in the late 80s. And then he sold that to pay for my mom's engagement ring. I think that was the last manual any of us, I say us, but any of them ever had. Broccoli is bred from... Are you serious? I did not know broccoli is bred from mustard. That's wild. 4 platforms to cross. Platform across the back of the lumber mill. Yeah, actually, that's probably a smart idea. I don't have enough planks to do that right now, so I'm not going to, but that will be the next crossing we put in to get up to here. Eventually to get over to all of this stuff. I like how they're building the housing from behind. Yeah, so it's funny that they could even get up there because this staircase is all the way over here. That doesn't really make sense. Oh, you know what I should have done is I should have made this platform into storage. That would have been much smarter. I can't believe I didn't do that. We got to think vertically a little bit better. I say we, when in reality it's just my fault for not knowing all this stuff. The inverted map to U4, you got to rename. Oh. Okay. Huh. I might have to try that. I mean, we're not going to restart this series. We've already gotten this going, but I would at some point really like to play that map. So we'll see how this series goes. We might do some more small map challenges in the future. Because I did the drowned map. Was actually originally for, I think, update 2. So I got that to convert to update 4 by loading it in update 3. And then I think I had to delete something and then put it back in once update 4 was installed. It was so long ago, I don't remember. With the 2-story waterproof and the 2-story waterproof what? I'm just trying to figure out what 2-story waterproof is. Because Iron Teeth entrances to the barracks are on the first floor, not the second floor, or the ground floor. I guess if you're British, they call that the ground floor. Problem I'm having on Diorama is that the Folktales can't store wood and metal stuff vertically. Yeah, that is why I did not do the Folktales for this one. I'm not going to restart. No, we already started this. I have always wanted to play this map, so it's not an issue of I don't want to play this map. It's just, had I known, I would have preferred to start that other one. But we'll keep going with this. We're good. Having a lot of buffering on my Chromecast, so I moved to the computer now. Yeah, Chromecast, for whatever reason, just seems to be kind of weird for streaming sometimes. It's kind of strange. Yeah, so the beaver house that you were talking about, yeah, the Folktales ones you can because the entrance is on the upper floor, but the Iron Teeth, no, not so much. Why not just plant a bunch of oaks down in the bottom area now? While okay, yeah, I guess we can. Except there's not a lot of space that's actually accessible down here because of how I oriented this. Because I wanted to be able to do this once we had the science to put in a water dump, which we don't have because I still don't have enough beavers. But we're getting there. Working on it. Pine trees with resin, yes, I do, but I cannot research the Tapper's Shack. So it's a kind of a futile effort. I just don't have enough beavers right now because I've spent so much time just talking and not actually getting anything done. We're kind of stuck on a lot of this. So I think I will go down to 1 beaver in the town center and see if we can fill up one more job. the farm I can't really do anything about, but we have to get somebody in here to cut some trees down. So I guess I will make that a priority. I don't want to get a guy out of the farmhouse because I feel like that's just going to end poorly. Oh, there's 2 people in the lumber mill? Okay, bye-bye. Top Toad and go work somewhere else. Should build a beaver condo for this map. Yeah, I'm planning on building like a really tall residential tower somewhere. Maybe in the center. Why not just plant... Okay, I already read that one. Planting a bunch of oaks. We're gonna get there when we have actual beavers available to do stuff. Is it worth moving to the 18-hour workdays for... Oh, you know what? Yeah. Probably should have been doing that this whole time. Diorama is the hardest map, 11 out of 10 difficult. Well, so far it's not hard, it's just slow. And we are on normal difficulty, so we're not going to be dealing with 30-day droughts or anything. Pause the lumber mill anyway, I can't make any more than what it hasn't. Okay. Might as well. Because I don't have any storage for planks because we haven't really needed them. But if that is the case, then we should... Yes, okay, there we go. We're working on it. This guy is harvesting berries. So I think that's already full. Yeah. I'm going to start marking these for demolition. Because we're not going to be using all of these. As long as we have a little bit of berries stored up and we can continue to scale the storage of that, we should be all right. If you plant them unplant, it will self... Oh, you're talking about the trees. I have to be able to replant them is the problem. And just very, very slowly working my way through this. We got to get these kohlrabis out of here. Because these guys are in the way. But they're only ever going to go the closest to the farmhouse first. Which is kind of a problem because of how this works. I'm going to unplant all of these as kohlrabis. And all of these, the canola, I'm just going to move canola down here so it's closer. But we'll keep the ones we've already planted. Speed of smell early game, yeah, it absolutely is. Especially when I'm distracted by chat, so thanks for that one. We are ride or die on JC playthroughs. Sometimes ride and die. Yeah, that does tend to be a thing here. Oh boy, does it get hard though. My issues were with wood and metal storage. Imagine your issues will be with the amount of area needed for all those different food types. Yes, that is going to be the really challenging thing, and that's why I think late game terraforming is going to be very important. To actually have a bunch of level space that is easily reconfigurable. It's like right now for a small population, it's probably fine. But it is going to become an issue later on, especially when we get into like triple-digit population. We have the packing plant, which theoretically makes much more efficient use of the food, but you still have to grow all of the individual components, and it's a lot. So we'll see. Wish farmhouses were more efficient. Feels like 2 beavers isn't enough. So the Folktales has 3, I think, but it's bigger because this is only 2x2. So I think it's probably fine. I'm gonna replant. This stuff is gonna probably be the only kohlrabi available. Gonna unplant all of that. I can't do corn yet. But I think planting canola down here is going to be the way to go. I need medium storage. I do. But right now we're not so hard-pressed for everything quite yet. What's required for frog statue? Frog statue requires 4 treated planks, 3 metal blocks. I wish they'd just call them steel beams because that's what the icon looks like. And 2 logs. So we're not going to get to those for quite some time, unfortunately. Wonder if the beaver Lunchables will even be worth it on this map. We're going to find out. Since all the food and beavers are so close together, they'll be able to get it all so easily. The main draw for me on the beaver Lunchables, beaver bentos, whatever you want to call them, is that it takes, like for right now, if you look at the very top thing in the middle of the screen for the packing plant, 2 kohlrabi, 2 mangrove fruits, which we have to plant. Fermented cassava, fermented soybeans, fermented mushrooms, corn rations, eggplant rations, and algae rations, which altogether is only... oh no, that's 16. Never mind. I thought it was going to give me more than 16 units of food, but it did not. It's just, the idea is you have one, just the one food type that satisfies all the nutritional needs at once, and is easier to have storage of that versus a bunch of storage of all the different components. So you save space that way. But it is the problem of actually growing the stuff, which tends to be kind of a challenge. Anyway, I am very much not getting what I need to get done. So let's... medium warehouse. I guess we could start storing some stuff up here now that we have all of this space. I need to have berry storage probably not be right here because we have a lot that we can't harvest right now. Room and power needed might not be worth it. So the power problem is going to be solved when I get the geothermal generator mod, because this guy will give us 16,000 power when we're not needing it to do actual metal production, which is why I kind of wanted to minimize bots, because they take so much metal. And in a map this small, you're not really going to need to worry about the metal amount for bots anyway, because the whole reason you do bots, right, is to make more efficient production, but they're not having to walk everywhere, so it's fine. Lots of balancing to keep food and supplies on demand rather than storing a bunch. Well, the fun thing about the ladders mod is I can have one stack of medium warehouses go all the way to the full height of the map and store all of the food the beavers will ever need. So I'm not worried about that. The problem is going to be actually growing the food. Almost positive on beavers. We're getting there. We're getting there. The beaver sacrifice machine. Yep. Pretty much. So in terms of storage, yeah, we definitely need storage. Oh, dandelions. That's right. We'd harvested those. We need to be planting more food, which is what I was going to do the canola. I guess right here is probably good for canola. We're not going to do corn or eggplant yet. Soybeans are fine there. Cassava is fine there. We just got to get... why are they not grabbing the canola seeds? We might need another farmhouse. And that's something we could put once we build over the river. We could put farmhouses here. So let's go ahead and actually build platforms across here. And then I can't put any farmhouses on this side because of the water wheels here. But I can. I might as well just build this out this way and then move a farmhouse. Yeah. Let's do that. I'll put one here, and that should get us pretty much everything, and then I can get rid of that because that's not really a great spot for it. Yeah, geothermal mows through the beavers. That would be the only reason I'd want to have bots, is for that. So I guess later on in the series we'll have the chance to kind of identify whether that's going to be something we want to do or not. I don't think it's going to be that serious. We'll see. We'll find out. Yeah, the geothermal plant, I believe, I don't know what the exact number is, but it was something like it decreases lifespan by like 300%. Something. If you actually know, please do tell. But it is like a crazy high chance for injury. Minus 90%. Oh wow. Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, so yeah, we got to get them. I want them to harvest this berry so I can get rid of this bush, so I can put another thing here. Is it worth building 2 more breeding pods and pause them when they get close to 100% means in the short term some extra beavers? Probably. I'll be back. Well, we'll be here. I don't know if it's going to be like a super long stream, but we'll be here for at least a little while. Yeah, I think, well, we have the berries for sure, so I guess we'll just go ahead and build some more breeding pods. Get those numbers up. Storage under the farmhouses. In the water, no. That would not be smart. But to storage under these guys and then have them come down into the farm area probably would be smart with the limited resources we have here. So if I do a medium warehouse, if I do one here, I don't want to have too much space here. I gotta think about this. So I think if I just put this here, that's not enough for 2 farmhouses. All right, let's pause this and just play with this real quick. So if I put a farmhouse here, I can have it come down stairwise right here. Or actually, probably would be better, honestly, to build out this way. We probably should just put platforms along this entire thing and just put stuff there. Better for ladders. Yeah, but I can't unlock ladders yet because I don't have enough science. It's not going to be a 6-hour stream because it's already 11:22 p.m. If I do a 6-hour stream on this, then that means we're ending stream at like 4 in the morning, and I'm not going to be able to do City Skylines tomorrow until like 9 p.m., which is going to cause the same problem for Monday. So no, we're not doing that. So why don't we just, for right now, get the platforms built, and we'll see if I can get some more beavers to go into the inventors and get us some more stuff. Because remember, I'm still trying to put in a water dump here, and that very clearly has not worked. All right, so drought's over, which means, man, they're still not coming to get this. Come on, man, come get the berries. Wow, this is already full. Sheesh. Why is this guy so fast? He's got a minus 15% to movement speed, but he's still the fastest one. How in the world does that work? The pain of maximizing every green block. Yeah, it's going to be rough. And I honestly don't expect me to be very good at it. So we'll see. One more set of platforms. Talking about, like right here. So I was thinking, if I put in, because I can flip the buildings around, don't forget. If I put in storage, like this guy, on top of, like right here. Or right here, I can't decide. But say if I put this one here, I can put in a farmhouse like right here and actually have this connected with a ladder when that's unlocked. That can all just be part of the same deal. I don't know if that's going to affect range or not, but I think that's what we're going to do. I'll put platforms on top of this so I can actually have 2. So I put a farmhouse here and a farmhouse here. They can actually both be connected to the same path. Links are still paused. Oh, okay, let's unpause them then. Alright, I need to demolish this before it's too late. Let's get rid of that. Getting engines going is going to be vital to having literally anything accomplished here. Alright, fermenter needs to get these guys out. Oh, they still haven't built the breeding pods. Let's get that done. Prioritize those guys, because we're way behind on stuff. We're not doing bad. We're just going slow. And that's not very entertaining to watch. Need more housing to get past 12 beavers? No, I don't. Not for Iron Teeth. They don't care. Iron Teeth will spawn beavers endlessly with no housing. They're just not going to live forever. Hey, Dealanach, welcome. We're making bad choices in Diorama, as advertised. I see the stream started a few minutes after my Japanese class did. Oh, that's rough. But glad to have you anyway. You didn't miss a ton. We just talked a little bit about 90s nostalgia, movie theaters, and all that nonsense for like 15 minutes, and then I did nothing in game as a result. But now we're starting to make a little bit of progress. Short dry season is going to mean your water wheel obsession is actually going to be helpful. Yes, that was the idea. Well, it's also like the only reasonable early game power source. And once we get into flywheels, that should help us quite a bit. But we don't have the resources for it yet. Alright, so I think... Okay, yeah, they're still trying to build this guy, but we really, really need to get more beavers. We need to have at least 20, I think, for where we are right now with what we already have built. But we're not there. So fortunately, we have enough food, at least for right now. We have enough food stored up. Should be mostly okay. But we are definitely going to need to start making some more food storage. So I was thinking, trying to figure out if I should put storage underneath here. I think the answer to that question is yes. So if we were to do that, we could build some storage underneath. And then once we have ladders unlocked, replace all the stairs with ladders and then not have to worry about so much path usage. No housing is in -10, well-being, no coffee looks like -3. No coffee is -1. And I am going to build another barrack. We just have to, get rid of all this other stuff in the way first. It's just, unfortunately, we only have the 10 adults. And everything else currently requires beavers to be working. Gonna go ahead and demolish all of these. Because we have plenty of berries. As long as we're not using them for sustenance, then we can probably get by with a very small field of growing them. Dandelions we can plant later. I already have 20 stored somewhere. I am going to go ahead and build just for right now. I wish they could get this done faster, but we only have the one builder because we don't have the other beavers available to do anything. But we are eventually going to have storage for all the different food stuff here. Just a whole lot of waiting while we're this early in the game. But we do have our breeding pods, 4 of them actually built. So hopefully that ends up being a little bit better. Can you pause the water pump to get someone into science? I'm not going to pause it, but I will lower the priority. Because I don't want that to just get stuck. And I actually don't think that would get anybody into science anyway. I don't... Yeah, no, it's still going to be sending people in to be cutting trees down and stuff, I think. Which we can't really afford not to have. And we need the planting to happen. I guess the farmhouse... Yeah, that should get somebody into... Really? Still? Okay, so where is it going? Okay. Well, we need the wood, but we don't need it that bad. So I'm going to... there we go. Now somebody's in the inventor. Give them a campfire. Yeah, the problem with the campfire is that it takes up ground space. So I'm going to have to figure out exactly where I want that to be. But I don't think it's... it's only 15 logs. So we can put that... I don't want to put it in a bad spot I can't use later. That would not be a great place for it. That's probably fine right there. I'm not going to leave this here, don't worry. We have to get up here before I can do anything else with that. Yeah, rooftop terrace is going to have to wait. Unfortunately, it's going to take a while. Alright, somebody's back in here because we have 12 adults now, so that means... Yep, someone's in the inventor. I need to get to 250 so I can use the water dump. That's something that we need. You can move things. I do. I do have the technology. It's just, early game is always kind of just a lot of waiting. Yeah, see, now we got so far behind for so long, now they're starting to eat the berries again. Which is, shall we say, less than ideal. Are we actually out of cassava? Do I have to plant more? I think I do. So I'm going to leave this space open. Actually, I think we're going to plant some cassava across the river. We have all of this space available. I guess I need to have some of this actually accessible with a path for right now. So before we have access to any of that other stuff, I guess I could have just made this a straight line, but for whatever reason I just wanted to keep that way. Completely unaware that there were ways to make the kits grow up faster. Yes, the campfire increases their grow up speed. I don't know why. I don't know how. It just does. Need a new farmhouse. They aren't collecting yet because we only have the one guy employed. Remember, we don't have enough manpower, beaver power, whatever you want to call it, to actually collect everything. Because they're in planting mode first. If I put them in harvesting mode, then the one guy who's actually working can start collecting stuff. But actually, that's probably what we should be doing in the first place. So I put that in harvest mode. Then he should start collecting things. But we also don't want it to be a thing where nothing gets replanted because it was not set up correctly. And I really need them to get rid of this stuff, these 2 blueberry bushes, because then that's going to allow us to start doing fermented soybeans, which we've been carrying for a while. Wow. 5 gifted memberships from Bam905. Thanks, friend. Appreciate you. William finally gets a membership. Welcome, welcome. Ace, Jonathan, Durette, alvsindre, Nano, and all you guys, welcome. A couple of you, welcome back to the Beard Boosters. I wonder how many of you have actually personally paid for a membership, or if it's all just gift stuff at this point. I might have to go look at that, actually. But yeah, welcome. Just the same, we got some emotes for you. And soon, TM, soon you'll be getting some more behind-the-scenes stuff as I start working on these other projects I've been teasing for the past several weeks, but actually hoping to make some good progress on those this week. And have the first of those videos coming out maybe toward the end of the week, maybe early next week. But yeah, thanks again, Bam. Appreciate it. Problem with harvest priority is that it results in the farmer sitting on his thumb for significant amounts of time waiting for stuff to regrow. Yeah. So again, it's not really ideal the way this is all set up until we have more beavers, which we will get. We just have to wait and wait and wait. And now I have some stuff I can put in here. Fermented, what did we put in here? Kohlrabi and cassava. We should make this fermented cassava, and this should probably be... this should honestly probably be fermented cassava, and then this should be fermented soybeans when we get to that point. We'll do that. Just checking. I can't watch live tonight, but can't wait to watch tomorrow. Thanks for being here, even if it's just for a second. Hopefully we can get some more good stuff accomplished. But again, thanks for being here. Thanks for the gifted subs. I really appreciate it. Fire the gatherer across the river since you're removing all those bushes anyway. Yes. But once the bushes are gone, then they can go in. There's still some stuff to be gathered, though, and we do have a little bit of extra storage for the berries. I want to make sure we take advantage of that. We'll get there, though. All right, so... Oh, no. No, you know what we didn't do? Oh, God. All right. I made a dumb. That's what I did. So, yeah, we have to have an oil press. Oh, why do I do this to myself? I need to put in another water wheel here. Put that right there. Oh, that's a mess. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, man. I think one of you guys actually even said something like this, that, hey, you need to put in one of those, what do you call them? And then I just completely ignored it. Oh, well. It happens. Good day from down under. Welcome. It's what, like 9 in the morning down there? Build more wheels from across the river and have the press on the other side of the river. Maybe. I'm just trying to think of, like, logistically how this is going to work. Because if I put one here, it's probably not going to get moved very much, but it might be better than nothing. To get down there, though, I have to put in stairs, which I think have to go in that spot. Yeah, this is the fun part about doing these live, is that I very much am not the best and smartest person when it comes to doing this kind of a logistical layout thing. So you get to watch me struggle in real time. Again, the main problem we're having is I don't have enough manpower. Oh, finally I can put one of these water dumps in. This needs to go... Oh, see, this is just awful, the way that I've set this up here. I probably should have put it in another spot, but, oh well. What can you do? I'm going to put in those... Oh, come on. Here, and then that can go, that can become something else. Press on green blocks. No, I'm putting these things here. Remember, all of this is going to get torn out at some point. I just have to have some sort of food stored up so the beavers can actually exist. I put my water dump in the exact same spot, had exact same problem. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. But again, this is all going to get moved. Don't worry. Alright, a 6-day drought. Alright, we're working on it. So that's fermented soybeans. Fermented cassava is not connected, so I guess we probably should do that. I need to, I think, put a ladder first, or I'll have to delete it and then put the ladders in. I need my 300 science for my ladders. Actually, how much are flywheels? Okay, so maybe we haven't even gotten into gears yet. We'll get there. Yeah, see, this is why I need gears, so I can build the giant reservoir. But at least we're not going to run out of water. At least we have that. It's just going to be a little dicey for a while. Oh, I forgot I had the pausing and unpausing back. That's going to be so helpful for later on. Now, what I don't understand is how we're so low on food constantly. We really shouldn't be. I know they can't do anything without having power, but it really should not be that bad. We have all these kohlrabi everywhere, and these guys are both working. Could use another housing. Yeah, I'm trying, but we still haven't deleted all these yet because we just have the one beaver working in the town center because we don't have enough to take care of everything else. But if these are going to be paused anyway, we can unpause that, and I'll just lower priority this. So we'll have more of these builders take care of all that other stuff. Is there a reason we didn't plant more oaks in that green area? Yes, because I was planning on putting other trees there and then never did. So the correct answer to your question is I'm an idiot. And the incorrect answer is that I was planning something. So, yeah, I'll put some more in. I didn't want to completely fill this up with oak trees because then that makes it very unflexible. Inflexible would be the correct word for what we're doing. But we also don't have any water up here yet, and I was thinking this would rewater some of this area. And then maybe we could do something else there. But obviously we haven't done that yet, so that is not where we are currently. I am wondering why they insist on building these things first instead of just demolishing, because I figured they would do that first. Iron Teeth enjoy sleeping outside. I don't know if they enjoy it. I think it's just they're used to it. They're much less pampered than their Folktales brethren. Drink water. It's good for you. You need dynamite? Yeah, it's going to be a long time before we get dynamite. A very, very long time. Plant some extra trees and build some extra inventors up on the top out of the way, and they can stay on the lowest priority. Yeah, we're going to need to. I don't want to lock myself in with the trees is the problem. It is going to be a problem. Because we have 20 beavers now, but I don't have enough stored. So this really needs to be a higher priority job. Unemployed beaver. Say no more. Well, then we'll have to, oh. I actually don't have anywhere for them to work. That's a first. Well, we really don't have an unemployed beaver technically because they're supposed to be here, which is a whole different can of worms. But let's put in that there. Thirsty beavers coming soon, yes. Fortunately, the drought is just about over, even though this is dry. I say just about over, it's halfway through. It's only 2 days left. But in terms of thirst, we're 20 out of 20 satisfied, so we should be not in complete disaster mode quite yet. Oh, I didn't mark these for cutting. That was stupid of me. All right, let's fix that. It's going to be close, though, when we get this water coming back in. So I think... is there a good place for me to put one of these? Almost. I really don't want to put one here because that's kind of a bad spot, but for the sake of, you know, not killing the beavers, I'm going to put that in. I've been following for quite a while. I really need to ask the question. You're fast at demolishing things rather than pausing, but then you won't just plant a bunch of extra trees that are easy to destroy at any time. The sunk cost fallacy is very powerful, and I'm very susceptible to it. Oh, I can unpause the water wheel, can't I? There we go. Yeah, it's just one of those things that I admittedly am very bad at. This is going to be a ladder when we have the science for it. So I think I can get by doing small warehouses here. And just make these for different food. Fermented cassava, this will be fermented soybeans. And then the only other food we'll have... Actually, I don't think we'll have any other food. I guess we could make it for some kohlrabies. And then put a barracks on top. And then once we have the ladders, I will build it so the guys can still access that. We'll get there. Alright, so this is pumping. This can be paused because it can't pump. Trees have to be demolished by beavers, whereas buildings can, buildings can be directly demolished. Problem is that you were 30 days invested before you can think about getting the land back. Yes, that is another thing. I also have a very, very bad FOMO, I guess is the right way to say that. And I feel like if I commit 100% to putting a whole bunch of trees, then like, oh, well, what else could I put up? Could I have put there or whatever? All right, and the drought's over, and we're not all dying of thirst. We do have 14 dehydrated beavers, but they're not dying dehydrated yet, and the water's already back. What was the fallacy? Sunk cost fallacy is where you become predisposed to believe that the decision you've already made requires continued investment. So specifically, like, say you have a really crappy old car and it would cost you more money to fix the car than to buy a new one, but you think it's better for you to just keep pouring money into the same old car because you're familiar with it and you've already spent X amount of dollars fixing it, or it was very expensive to buy, when in reality, the actual better economic move is to get rid of that car and buy a different one. But you're not going to see that it's a better economic thing because you think, oh, I already have this, I should just try to fix what I already have instead of just dumping it and getting something else. Opportunity cost. Yes, that's another way to say that. My econ teacher in high school said the opportunity cost is the opportunity lost. What you give up to do something else. There's always a trade-off. Alright, so 197, 198. We're going to get to 300 and I'm going to get my ladders. Right now, oh, there's no food at all? Oh, we're making bad choices here. Okay. Well, you guys might get your wish of restarting with another map if this doesn't go bad. Or doesn't go well, rather. There's no free lunch. Yep, absolutely. There's always a cost to something. And right now our cost is that we have no food and we can't make more food because we don't have any food, and it's a mess. stream might be a short one. Yeah, we might actually kill all our beavers, which would be hilarious and not at all off-brand for me. Prioritize kohlrabies. Yep, you got it. Dying of old age, not starvation, which is, you know, good. I'm going to unpause the water pump here. I don't think... Yeah, I just don't think. There's your quote right there. I just did unpause the other water pump. We're good. Oh, somebody died of thirst. Oh no, here it goes. Here we go again. Well, the good news is we can make fermented cassava and we can make... Oh, we still can't make canola oil because my stupid idiot self did not make a... Oh man, this is gonna take away from my ladders. I hate that. All right, whatever. But I still need it, so do what you got to do. Let's get this out of here. Yes, so it begins. Another one is died of thirst. We've reached the ride and die section of the stream. Yep. Yep. I think we're gonna be okay. We do still have beavers in the breeding pod, so all else equal, we will at least have something pop out. Whether or not it can survive when it gets out of there is another question entirely. I need gears. I can't make them because I don't have enough beavers. Oh, are you serious for the I'm so screwed. Oh, and I can't even research them. No. Oh, God. All right. All right, let's make that into cassava recipe. Man, I hate myself. This is terrible. Planks are paused again. Yep. Yep. Oh, God, what a mess. I can plant more. I did not think I would need them. But I guess that's the reality we find ourselves in. We need a whole bunch more kohlrabies. Oh my God, this is a disaster. This is bad stuff. We have another one dying of thirst. Oh no. Jeez, I swear. So now where am I supposed to put the gear factory? All right. So we'll get rid of that, and then instead. I know I already wasted all this other time. Now I'm getting rid of the bushes that grow the berries. I know, real smart. Yeah, man, I have not done early game Iron Teeth in, at this point, 3 months before starting this stream. No one's in the farm? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, this is such a disaster. This is bad news. Somebody died of hunger. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, we gotta build gears, so... Oh, I hate everything about this. I hate absolutely everything about this. This is a disaster. Alright, I guess we'll just leave it like this for the time being. Is it worth building up the lower reservoir? At this point, it's not going to matter. I also don't have enough logs. I would need a couple hundred to do this. Workers in the non-functioning fermenters. They're functioning now because they're making cassava, which we, now no longer have. All right. Oh, God. All right, we're dying of thirst again. I don't have enough beavers for this. All right. Okay, that's already minimum priority. Is this already down? Yeah, let's move that all the way down. We still can't keep up with water. Okay, And they still haven't built this other thing. Now I have all this power and I have nothing to do with it. Alright, we're dying of thirst again. Alright, okay. Yeah. Welcome, Jared. We're currently dying and probably going to lose in the next 5 minutes or so. Based on how this is going. Yeah, it's a problem because at this point there's really nothing I can do to fix it because we have so few actual jobs available. It's just bad. Yeah, it's not looking good for us because we have no food And anything we do harvest or grow ends up immediately becoming a problem. Good news, everyone. Next stream can be... What? I don't know what that last word is. Or whatever it's called. Yeah, good luck. Turnicet? I don't know what that is. Hey, at least they have a campfire. They can go sit around while they starve to death. And we don't have enough berries to breed anymore, so yeah, this is, yeah, looking great. Tourniquet. Okay, there you go. Oh, and I can't make the gear workshop because I don't have planks. And I'm not going to be able to make a lot of planks because I don't have a lot of logs. And I don't have a lot of logs because I can't put anybody in the lumberjack flag. Don't know how to work tourniquet? No, it's just I couldn't tell what word it is because you didn't spell it the correct way. But now I know what it is. So let's see, we got another day before those kohlrabi are done. They're harvesting this. I mean, the question now is going to be, do the beavers die of hunger before we can harvest any more food? Because we have stuff that should be working. It's just a matter of actually harvesting the stuff. And I can't build another farmhouse because I'm not going to have beavers to work there. Hard word, blame the French. Yeah, that's... I think that's a French word. Switch the farmhouse to cassava. Well, the problem is the kohlrabi are still kind of necessary. Oh, what a mess. This is bad news. I think long run we might be okay if we can get past this mess right here. But I'm not sure that we can. Oh god, we're screwed. Oh no, we have 1 out of 15. That's satisfied hunger. I blame Southern education not teaching spelling past kindergarten. I had spelling through like 7th or 8th grade. I don't know, North Carolina might be different. Well, we're making a lot of power that we can't use, which is fantastic. Don't blame us when you have words like jewelry and squirrel. Fair. Once you learn US and A, what else you... Was that a South Park sketch? Or whatever, what's that mean? It's like, I told that teacher later the only letters I need to know are US and A. Deciphering Japanese English words in katakana is good practice for guessing the meaning of creative spellings in English. Yeah, I've noticed that. A lot of the the katakana translation stuff is just like mind-bendingly weird with vowel placement and substitution for letters they don't use as much. It kind of like breaks my brain. So, I mean, we still don't have any water or food despite having 2 of these pumps going constantly and using these guys. But I think if we manage to bounce back and forth between the different crops, we might be okay. Unless we have more beavers die, then that's going to be bad news. Sort of unfortunate, but it seems like you're going to make it. Why is that unfortunate? What, do you want me to fail? Is that what this is? It seems like the hunger is improving. Just very slowly. Yeah, I did switch to kohlrabi. I think probably about the same time you sent that message, but of course there's that lag. Love to watch me suffer. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. It is the it is the most common thing that happens early game with a lot of my stuff. So when I built this, because I thought I would have ladders, but then I had to build 2 separate other buildings. And no, I don't. So, resume your breeding pods. I can't. I don't have any berries. I can't at all. Because they eat the berries before they put them back in. I guess I should plant food both sides of the water pump. I was hoping on doing other stuff with that. I guess for right now, I'll just go ahead and plant a bunch of these. I need more beavers, and I don't have them, is the problem. These guys should be doing cassava. I need them to plant, first of all, instead of harvest. Yeah, with no berries, I mean, we're screwed anyway. It's just a matter of time before we end up dying. Is that a contribution to the suffering survival fund, Devilish fund? Appreciate it. Hey, we have one berry, which means it's almost certainly going to be eaten immediately. Yep, and there it goes. Bunch of berries near the waterfall, yes, but that requires actually having a beaver that can go up and harvest them. And if I harvest the berries right now, well, there's no other food, then they're just going to eat them. So I'm trying to get them to harvest the other stuff, so that once we have a little bit stored up, I can go harvest these berries. Because otherwise, it's just not gonna be good. All right, now we're planting kohlrabi. Now, if I go to harvest only, see, it's just we're just robbing Peter to pay Paul at this point, with every little problem we have with food and water supply. I have all these soybeans and canola seeds I can't use. Oh no, now we have a drought. Oh boy. So, I don't know if anyone ever put money on me or not, but if you did, now would be a good time to leave the country and change your ID. Coffee as nutrition always seemed rough. Looks like it's a bad early game. Yeah, that was one thing I really wanted to try, because the person who made the mod actually reached out and suggested that I give it a shot in my next stream. I don't think he's here, but it's definitely being a detriment right now. Need another farmhouse. I don't have beavers to put in it is the problem. I could build as many farmhouses as you want, but I cannot staff them. Oh look, we finally have water again, just in time to be dead. All right, so we'll pause that. Get out of there. Go do literally anything else. An idle beaver in the town center? No, there shouldn't be. Oh, because these guys are building. Okay, well, if I make that into a lowest priority, I guess maybe I could try to put another farmhouse in. I guess for right now, I'll just put this here. That's fine. So if I just do kohlrabi here. See, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to save us or not. We already got people dying of hunger. See, if you get this low, it's just so hard to come back from it. Makes it very, very difficult. Pause the fermenters and have them harvest cassava. That's what, I mean, we're harvesting stuff. It's just kind of very hard. Night all. Hey, thanks for being here, Ace. Appreciate you. I don't know how much more of this there's going to be left on the VOD, depending on how badly this goes, but appreciate you being here just the same. Yeah, the problem with needing water is I literally can't get water any faster. They're going. They're just going. Could have had the farmhouse at the top. I mean, maybe, but this is going to dry up anyway, and we're honestly probably not going to last that long. The problem we are running into is we just cannot support everything we have 8 empty jobs. And I can't really pull anybody off of anything because now everything is so important. And I have to have these fermenters here working because we're harvesting cassava for them to eat. Which is, yeah. It is what it is. And we don't have enough berries to actually make any more beavers. And if I harvest these up here, then we really won't have any berries. Yep, somebody else died of hunger. Alright, well. Yeah, it's looking great. I do have these people focusing on the kohlrabi, so they can, at the very least, make use of that. And these guys are harvesting the cassava, which we don't really have that much left of. But they can just go and put it in the farmhouse. Maybe we'll be okay. I hear lots of excuses. What else do you want me to do? Oh, and of course we need planks to build the gear workshop, which we can't make because we only have the one beaver in the... Oh, no. I do have the farmhouse in harvest mode. Okay, so we don't have enough planks to build the gear workshop. And the lumber mill can't work without power. So, and neither can the fermenters, which I currently need to make the food. Okay. Yeah, we're proper screwed now, folks. It's about to be the shortest playthrough that I've ever done. There still is a little bit of power, because I guess this is a glitch, so we're going to have this be the planks so I can try to make some gears. But at this point, I really don't see this going very well. We had 2 more die of hunger. Alright, we'll mark that one as harvest. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, it's probably curtains for these guys, in all honesty. So oh, we'll see what happens. I mean, there's literally nothing else I can do, because I don't have any more berries to grow more beavers. We just have to kind of juggle crops, I guess. So anybody know any good jokes? Post them in chat. Keep ourselves entertained while we watch these beavers circle the drain. Well, it was supposed to be a challenge, something I hadn't done in a long time, and very clearly I mismanaged early game enough to pretty much doom us, but, you know, it is what it is. I try very hard to be authentic in the stuff that I make, and I'm not afraid to admit when I've made bad choices and caused something to go poorly. Can decaffeination be fatal? I actually don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. Watching this other YouTuber play Timberborn playing this map called Fault Line. I'll look it up. Is that like a really long, thin map, or is it just a big square map with like a chasm in the middle? Tell us a story. What kind of story? I've got a lot. Some are more appropriate than others. But, did you still want to do investigative journalism? Okay, so, something I really, really wanted to do when I first started doing YouTube in 2000, and actually something you guys probably had never seen. I had a couple videos up on this same channel 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, when I was in journalism school, from things that I did in my my different classes there. And I started posting Ostra videos. I was going to do it on my other YouTube channel that I'd had since 2007, but I couldn't have them both be, I don't know what the word is for it, approved to make multiple accounts doing longer than 10-minute videos, because you have to verify with the phone number. And I had already verified 2 other YouTube accounts with it, because I was doing some other stuff that I probably shouldn't associate with this online alias, because it's very tied to my actual identity. But I had actually made a couple of videos on things. They've long since been removed, so don't go looking for them. But I had I'd wanted to do documentary style stuff, and I just never had the time to actually sit down and do all the research and go do location filming and everything. And COVID happened, and I had just finished all of my journalism classes the semester prior, or I guess 2 semesters prior, in 2019. And I was working in a restaurant, and then the restaurant shut down, and I said, okay, well, why don't I just try to put some videos online on YouTube, just have some fun playing games, and if I end up ever making any money off of it, that would be fun. And then I spent a whole lot of time doing Ostra stuff in 2020, and then by the fall of 2021, I had the channel monetized. And I say all this backstory because the original thing I wanted to do on YouTube was do investigative documentary type stuff, kind of in the same kind of style as somebody like a Tom Scott, or I guess to a lesser degree like a Wendover Productions, or somebody who does a bunch of seemingly like random disconnected research type things, but combines it into bump my microphone, but combines it into a thing where it's all tied into a central theme, and you learn a bunch of information about a topic by associating with different things. But that takes a lot of time, and time was not something I had until the pandemic happened. But then I couldn't go anywhere, because, you know, you can't go anywhere because everything's shut down, or this, that, or the other, or you don't have money because nobody's working, right? So it's one of those things that stuff just kind of compounds on itself as time goes by, and for whatever reason, you don't ever end up doing the first thing you want it to do. But it's still something I would like to get into. It's just that where I'm at now, this has turned into something that actually kind of benefits me more to keep doing this than to do any other stuff. I have other work that I do to make money, but the fact that I can get paid to do video games and have a fun time talking to you guys is, I think, a little bit more enticing right now than going flying all over the place and taking random B-roll shots of stuff that people may or may not even care about watching. Map is called Shattered. Okay, I will make a note of that. Why don't you ever see angry frogs? I don't know if frogs really show emotion like that. See, the problem now is we have water. Everybody's satisfied on hunger, but we don't have enough berries to actually grow beavers. One of the farms needs to be set to planting. I'll set that guy to planting. Needs to solve water to get ahead. I mean, I have 60-some water stored up, and we have 2 pumps going, so we should be okay on water for a while. Pretty soon. But anyway, to put a bow on the investigative journalism stuff, I would still love to do that. It just has to be something that I can, at this point, if I'm going to do it, I have to be making money from it. And if I was going to go get employed by a news entity, that would become a 50 or 60 hour a week job for very, very low pay, which means I would have to quit doing this, and I'd have to quit doing everything else that I'm doing, which is not something I want to do. So I currently do some sports-related stuff, mostly photography relating to that. But yeah, if I ever were in the position to do content stuff full-time, I would have like a second channel that I would do documentary-style informative stuff on. But those things take so much time to make. Like upwards of, well, for the way I'd want to do it, probably at least 100 or 200 hours of work to make one 15 or 20-minute video, and that's just not sustainable unless it's making you a lot of money, or you have other stuff like what I'm doing here with the game videos that's a little bit lower effort and it's already making me money. So I don't know. It's one of those things that I guess I'm just going to kind of have to eventually get into as stuff allows me to. And I can't even turn these on to start processing all of the cassava. But I guess I probably need to. I guess I could lower the water pumps. Maybe not both of them. I'll leave that one set up here. Nobody's working here, right? Okay, you can go do something else. No? Okay. Connections show from the early or late 90s, early aughts. It sounds familiar, but I haven't, I don't think I've seen that in a while. Have you ever told us, do we know what age range? I am 31. I turned 32 in September. Could go down to 1 beaver in the farmhouse. I think we might be okay. No, Sam is half as interesting. Wendover Sam is, I believe, well, he might be late 20s by now. But I know when he started, he was early 20s. Yes, we do have food. So we might actually get out of this. We might get out of this alive. We'll see. We'll see. What soda do frogs drink? Let's think about this. Yes, we do have some berries stored up. But again, the problem is I don't have beavers to actually send up there. Because we might be okay now, actually. I don't know. Oh my god, Coca-Cola. That's bad. That is foul. That is really bad. Congratulations. That is a disgusting wordplay. Alright. I need them to finish this gear workshop. Oh, because nobody's working in the town center. Okay. Well, let's fix that real quick. Bottom water pump should be set to the highest priority, so if you do have a mass death event, you won't run out of water. Alright, we'll do that. But for right now, our water storage seems to be okay. Now you can kill the second gather flag, use that bio beaver in a better place. Oh. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get that out of here. So I think they're going to go work for... Okay, yeah. Going to go make some gears. Now, I am going to, I think, have to... maybe I can just leave that gear workshop there. I got to find somewhere to put the oil press. Can unpause the pods. Yeah, let's do that. I gotta find somewhere to put this guy in. Because of the way this stuff is, oh, that actually might work there. I don't need this staircase here anymore. Let me get rid of that. I was going to... So I gotta be careful where I put this, because I also have to be able to put something else here. I don't know, there's not really a lot of great places to put this stuff. I've not done a great job of prioritizing where stuff goes here. Alright. Storage is under the dormitory, unconnected to the path intentionally. Yes, because I was trying to put ladders here. But we also don't have anything to put in them, so it's not the end of the world. This is all stuff that we don't currently have full storage of. But I was going to put in a ladder here and just have this go all the way across, replace this with a ladder as well. And then demolish this barracks and then put in storage underneath. But then we went into a crisis mode. Yeah, we still have 9 jobs vacant. That's why I don't want to build anything else, because we have such a problem getting... Uh-oh. Okay, that needs to not be a thing. Shoot. So we're simultaneously in okay shape and in the worst shape imaginable because of all these job vacancies. And I can't really get away with anything. So I need to build the oil press, but I can't decide where I want to put it. So I feel like it should be here, but I also don't want to completely lock other stuff in, you know? Well, regardless, I'm going to put that there. I guess I'll just put this right here for now. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, I need ladders, but I don't have enough beavers to do research. So it's just an eternal problem of I don't have enough beavers to do anything. So in reality, I probably don't need to have 4 in the town center, but I need to have 1. So it turns into this never-ending cycle of you need this and then you need this, but then you can't do that because you need this other thing, and it's a mess. Oh my god. What did the bus driver say to the frog at the bus stop? Hop on. Wow. Wow. That is a mess. That is some nightmarish stuff right there. Good job. Okay, so I need 15 more planks, really? I don't even have all the gears either. See, this is a problem. This is what happens. I just do not have enough. I do not have enough beavers. Frog's favorite handy lolly hop. You're way too proud of this. You are way too proud of these. Middle farmhouse set to 1 job. Middle farmhouse, I only have 2. 1 job planting high priority. I mean, I've got... okay. There you go. We'll do that. So, we're technically okay, but we're still spread so thin that it's very hard to actually make stuff happen. And we're not going to be able to do anything else without science. Because we're not hurting for the supply of stuff, it's just processing it. We have to wait to have more beavers. So I probably should be sending them into be lumberjacks, but I also don't want to mess with everything else. Might be a good time to harvest the berries. Okay, we do have 97, so I guess that's okay. It just eternally scares me to not have this backup here. Honestly surprised we didn't go extinct. Yeah, me too. But don't be so sure that we're out of the woods yet, because we are still very much lacking. Like, I have all of the soybeans and the canola seeds, but I can't make this oil press until I get 10 more planks. And I don't know if I can get 10 more planks before the drought starts. Town center, 2 beavers only. It is 2 beavers only. Alright, I guess we could just do the 1, see what happens. Fortunately, we do have the 4 breeding pods going. But it's, I can see this very quickly going poorly. Well, we have 7 vacant jobs. What do you get when you combine a frog and a steak? Jump rope. Wow. Oh, so this guy is a -9. Okay, he's toast. Why is he so much negative? I just see -3, -1. So why is he... Oh, it's because he's thirsty. Alright. Alright, so here's our drought thing. But... Oh, man, it's so frustrating. Because we keep cycling between different problems. Alright, are we harvesting this yet? Okay, good. They're harvesting that. I need to get some of these trees cut. But I don't know who I can steal from. Because these fermented cassava... Oh, we actually are out of cassava. Okay. So... Wait, no we're not. They just have to harvest it. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I should switch these guys over to... harvesting cassava. If I push workforce hours too high, then they're going to be exhausted and they'll actually perform worse. How's the gatherer flag? I guess we could. Probably can. I will let this guy finish his thing, though. Main problem now is I just cannot make the planks fast enough. Because this still needs... Okay, we might actually be okay on this. But then the problem is going to become it's a drought, and we aren't going to be able to make any soybean oil or canola oil or ferment anything, and then we're going to be right back to square one with our food supply. Pause the gears. I do have all the gears I need. All right, that works. Well, in theory, I should have put a medium water tank here, which would have needed gears, but we can't do that right now. So I guess we'll just have to wait. Yeah, I'm growing more and more concerned that I'm not going to have this oil press actually operational until the drought's already started and I'm not going to have any water power. So we'll see. We already have 2 dehydrated beavers and 1 starving beaver. But we do have berries. I just imagine they're going to all be gone. We'll see. It's amazing how little progress we've made in the past hour and a half of playing the game. Because you get caught in this cycle of bad choices, right? And it just turns into something you can't ever escape from because you can't solve any new problems because you're still trying to solve the old problems that contributed to this in the first place. Need a medical bed? We kind of can't because we don't have any. We don't have enough to make a healer, and I also can't research it because I don't have the science for it. That's 300 science. So if you just have a medical bed without, I also can't research the medical bed because we don't have science for it. We do have 5 kits though, so maybe. Oh, and look, it's finished just in time for the drought where we're not going to have any power. Okay, so now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble because I can't process any food. And all we have... Oh no, here we go again. Oh, we have our kohlrabis and everything else. So, I'll just pause all of this and... Oh, now we have even stuff. Now they can harvest trees. But we also have the problem of... now there's nothing left to actually do. Except plant food that we can't eat. Alright, so let's go back to kohlrabis here. Here's an old joke. What's red and green and goes 100 miles an hour in a blender? Oh, God. A frog in a blender. That's terrible. But yeah, that would be red and green going about 100 miles an hour. What's a frog's favorite clothing? Jumpsuits. Yep, that tracks. I need a medium storage of kohlrabis. Yeah, let's just do that. So we'll stick those there. But since we have another 5 days of this drought, and we don't have any other food, and we can't do any other food except kohlrabis, we might have another death wave coming up, even after the drought's over. We'll see. There's just so much that is kind of sus right now. I have an unemployed beaver. Okay. Maybe I should build another inventor up here. Let's see. If I put that up there, that at least would give them something to do. I believe mangroves can be eaten without processing. Yes, but the problem is I have to be able to grow them, and this water is going to dry up. Like, this is all going to be gone. I can promise you it's going to be gone. And I also don't have anywhere really that's in range to plant, unless I put in a stairs. Well, we'll see. I don't know how far into here this is going to reach, but we might be able to do something. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Now the question's going to become, oh, I can't build any more stairs because I don't have any planks. And I don't have any planks because I can't make any planks. And I can't make any planks because there's no power. There's no power because the wheels aren't turning. The wheels aren't turning because it's in a drought. Oh, no. Okay. It is very inconvenient. At least we're not out of food. Part of me feels like this is just, we're never going to be able to escape this cycle here. Especially since the droughts are just going to keep getting longer. We'll see, I guess. How close are we to actually draining this? Oh, oh, it's gone. Okay. So we'll unpause that, I guess. Build a few inventors up top out of the way. That's what I'm doing. Auto worker overflow. Actually, what I probably should do... No, I can't do anything with that either. Alright, we'll build a couple more of these. Just to be safe. Alright. I don't have ladders yet, but I can go ahead and research. I'm not going to waste time on the healer or the medical bed right now. Because I think it's more important that we get the, what do you call it? Now I don't even remember what it was called. Have I even researched levees yet? Oh, I have. Okay. I guess... Oh, I don't have enough wood. But maybe we could start building around here in the corner. We have the wood for it. Because if I can get this to fill up, we won't have to worry about water again. Should be helpful. It is. I'm so mad. I just need 2 more planks. Is there enough water storage so you don't need to deplete the upper reservoir? Oh, for 1 day left? Yeah. There's just so much going poorly. It's just bad news. Alright, science points. Make me some more science. Alright, we have 5 inventors going. How do I still have 2 unemployed? Okay. Alright. Let's just keep making a couple more of these then. Now, I am kind of worried about a rubber band effect happening because now we have so many more beavers. But, again, what else can you do? There's not really much of anything. How do frogs stay warm in winter? I don't know. How do they stay warm in winter? They drink hot croco. Oh, God. That's bad. Bad. Okay, drought's over. Get thee in these things immediately. Alright, yes, make my canola oil right now. Oh, the water's still not flowing because it hasn't flowed over the dam yet. Alright. Well, I think it needs more water storage. No, I think we're okay on water storage. It's just we can't pump it out fast enough. Food-wise, we're going to have a problem here real quick because now we have 21 mouths to feed. And we're about to have some more. And we don't have any reserves past this because we haven't been able to actually ferment anything. But yes, I do want to build a medium water storage right here. Or it was originally going to be right here. But we don't have the gears for it. And we're not going to have the gears because we don't have any planks. And we need the planks to do other stuff also. Remember to unpause pumps. Yes. Except now I'm running out of... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's where the fun actually begins. So I need to have these things. Alright, we have... These are all marked lowest priority. Alright, so I guess we're probably okay if I unpause the planks. Alright, and I have some logs. I guess we could just start building this all the way up over here. Pause half the pause for a couple days to offset the load. Okay, who's closest? Okay, so these 2 are closer, so I'll pause those. Actually, no, we'll do the opposite. We'll pause the ones that are almost done so that we can unpause them and then immediately have beavers. You think you're out of frog jokes or out of the stream? I probably also need to end stream at some point kind of soon because it's after midnight here. Unpause the plank maker. I did. Okay, you must be a couple minutes behind. Because we're still 4 jobs down, but I think they've come out of the inventors, so we might be okay. We have fermented soybeans now, which is progress. That's good. Okay, we might be okay. We can't build anything else because we don't have enough beavers. But we can, at the very least, get some sort of progress made here. So I think if we can get at least these trees taken out, we can put levees in there. If we can flood this, then we don't need to worry about having water pumps accessible because we can just hoard water down here. So that's alright. Let's see. Occasionally get a stream hiccup, then I have to switch to 1.25 or 1.5 times speed to catch up. Makes sense. I am streaming on the ultra low latency one, so the chat isn't like a minute behind. So if you're on a slower connection or one that's not as reliable, that could be causing problems. Alright, I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to fill that in after this corner piece is built, because otherwise it's probably going to just be completely untenable. Okay, canola oil. I probably need storage for canola oil more than just about anything else. We'll put that here. That's canola oil. We'll be able to plant mangrove trees beside for the pines when flooded. Yes. Yes, right now I think let's try... How far out? Okay. So this is at least a few mangroves. I will go ahead and actually mark these for planting mangrove trees. I think... Okay, it's not going to reach all of those anyway. So I'll unplant those. But I can at least get some of them planted. Ladders should be available. Yes. Yes. Give me my ladders. No, I don't. Get out of here, you idiot. Alright, now I can finally come over here. Get rid of these bushes in the way. Get rid of that. Oh, I don't have anywhere to sleep. You're going to be fine. We'll just put the ladder in this way. Oh, the ladders take 8 planks. I forgot that. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. I guess we'll just say that there's not really any other way around that. Just realized I'm 2 minutes behind, but the chat is live, and it's all good. You're never always going to be... Never always. Wow, fantastic. You're never going to be completely caught up just by virtue of it being behind as a stream. But shouldn't be too bad. All right. So where is... Oh, okay, this needs to be prioritized. That's what it was. I'm just going to try and get these guys to come back to the district center so we can build a few more things. Prioritize our ladder, prioritize getting rid of these blueberry seedlings, then I can finally have this ladder over here also. Probably just doing a bunch of foolishness right now if we're just going to have another mass casualty event in a little bit, but yeah, whatever. I also probably didn't need to have a separate ladder there, but oh well. If we put a stair or ladder in the area where the forester didn't reach, it would then reach. Even without a path? No, we can try it. I'll put that there, see if that helps at all. Might want another water pump. Yeah, the demand is going to be kind of hard to keep up with, isn't it? Let's... Oh, but I kind of don't want to unplant kohlrabies, though. Where else can I stick one? I might not be able to. Well, let's just unplant those and put one there. I think we're probably not completely hopeless on food, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's put another levee right there. I can put this other one in this corner, and then I think if I can make that happen, then we'll be in a better shape. I think if it's not... yeah, as long as we don't have the drought warning, I might go ahead, get one of these guys, get them both on the other side, and then let's just replace these since we already know this is flooded. Let's just replace all of these with levees. I think they should be able to handle that. Because if that's in place, then it becomes much easier to take care of the rest of this. Planks are full. Do you turn gears on? Yes. But I don't have enough beavers. Well, I guess I would if I, yeah, take them out of the science inventor stuff. That should be okay. So this needs to be prioritized. These three right here. Oh, okay. I also need ladder there. I guess I could have just done a regular platform, but I guess it's cheaper just to put one ladder instead of putting 3 platforms in. Pump on top of the storage where you're going to put the farmhouse. But then I have to have stairs. Oh, I was going to put a ladder there. That's right. That is a much smarter thing to do. So we're going to replant the kohlrabis there. Gonna do that. Flip it. Oh, now I'm tempted. Do I put that there? Might as well. Then this is kohlrabis. I guess I could put stairs here. Can I just lay it over the path? No, I'm gonna have to delete the path. Alright, well, it's... Oh, we're already out of water? Yikes. Okay. So now we have the additional problem of not enough stuff. Okay, good. This allows us to plant more mangroves here. Good. Let's do that. I feel like the diorama is made for having the dev mode console on. Maybe. Alright, let's fix that. The inventors. Thanks for warning me about that, but I think it's probably fine anyway. I have also just realized that I kind of can't replace these until all of these things are built over here. Oh, we're out of water again. Okay, we might not be okay. We might not be okay. Because we're starting to have thirst problems. Okay, can I put that here? If they can build this first, and we get this water pump going, we might be alright. Can afford to go to 2 builders in the town center instead of 1. I have 4 currently, because I'm trying to get these things down here built. And they can plant these mangroves right now, as long as it doesn't dry out before they're finished planting. Alright, so I'm low on planks, out of water, trying to build a ladder to access a 3rd pump. Got 6 dehydrated beavers. Okay, alright. Top water pump is set to low priority. Not anymore. Yeah, it's just rough. It's bad news. Okay, and these are out of, okay. I did it to myself again. These are out of range, or they were out of range. We gotta get these guys to build, first of all. Yeah, hopefully if I can get them to actually build these, this ladder, which all the materials are here, it shouldn't be a problem. You know what? No, nobody goes to bed until this ladder's built. Somebody come finish this. Please. Anybody? Alright, well, I guess they didn't want to do that. Did you replace the path over the new levee? I just did. I hadn't, which is why this wasn't constructed yet. Alright, I'm going to get rid of the lumberjack flag here, and I'm going to put in this other levee piece. Because we're going to have to... I really hope we can get the rest of these built in time for me to go ahead and put in the dam pieces here. So I probably should have them go across somewhere else, but I don't have enough plagues to do it. Ladder priority up 1 notch. I mean, it's done. I don't know why they just won't finish it. But we'll see. Alright, well, that was annoying that it took that long. But now this guy can go in here. Alright, looking okay. Not the worst that's ever happened. Levees have priority over the pumps ladder. Okay, we fixed it. Now we're good. Yeah, please do play this and show me how stuff works, because I mean, we're not dead. We by all rights should be, but we're not. I mean, if we can just get past this initial hurdle and actually stockpile stuff, we'll be fine. We'll be golden for pretty much ever. But it's just this initial bit is so hard to get through if you have even the tiniest labor shortage. But the fact that we don't have the drought warning yet means we probably can get this finished if we can get enough wood. Which there's no reason why we can't. We just have to get this lumberjack to actually lumberjack appropriately. Maybe set the pumps on the upper side to pause during droughts. We're not there yet. And we probably aren't going to be able to afford to pause during droughts. The way things are going. Not sure. Oh, okay, we might be all right. We have 78 stored up right now. Oh, there's the drought warning. All right, we're probably not going to get this finished then. If we're still on the drought warning, we only have two things. I'm going to pause these two so we can stop using wood to make stuff we don't need. Got a diorama save with 200 beavers and 50 bots, but it's brute force, no elegance. I mean, I also am pretty incapable of making elegant Timberborn builds, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we actually only have the one lumberjack here. Probably do need to have another one. But, okay, that's already lower priority anyway. But again, I don't have the required beavers to actually get this done. Is the sad thing. I just need them to finish these two levees. Then I can start building the rest of this. Don't think that's true. You sell yourself short in design skill. I don't know. I think it's pretty subjective. But the the problem here is going to be actually using space efficiently, which is a challenge. That's also why I wanted to do this, as it kind of forces you to think differently, and you can't just cheese stuff most of the time. Okay, there you go. I wouldn't say you're incapable of elegance, but more that it's prohibitively effortful to do so. Yes, that is a much more accurate descriptor. Definitely. Now, if they can get this one finished, we might stand a chance. Catherine of Skies made some really good looking stuff. Absolutely. Okay, we have 1 day left before we go back into the drought. I don't think we can get this entire thing finished, but the good news is these mangrove trees have grown and they're starting to grow fruits. So we're looking better. Not looking great, but we are looking better. I'm gonna go ahead and gonna have to build these levees one by one. I know that's everybody's everybody's favorite strategy for building this stuff, but we might be kind of okay. At least these trees are planted. They're not gonna dry out and die in the 7 days the drought's gonna last. Okay, so the priority building for the dams, I've tried this every single time I do that. It doesn't work. It always builds the closest one, even if I have the priority set differently. I don't know why. It just has never ever worked for me. Yeah. Is it Batak? Is that how you pronounce that? I think there might be another H in there somewhere. I'm not sure. All right, 6-day drought. So, bad news is these are already dry, but they're going to be fine for another 17 days. So, I think, yeah, let's pause the deep one, and let's pause 2 of these. Actually, we can pause all 3 right now. because we have 155 stored up. Food-wise, we find ourselves in the same problem that we had before, where we don't have anything fermented because we haven't been harvesting anything, because our farmers have been so busy on the cheap, crappy food, which is unfortunate because now we don't have any way to actually get anything done. Unless we change this over to cassava. I think if these are going to keep rotating for a little bit, we might be okay. Alright. Well, now it's no longer time sensitive for these levees, so we can just build them at will. Should be a little bit more tolerable. Keep the bottom one unpaused, resumed, otherwise you will run out of water pretty quickly. Alright. I guess that's fine. It's only a, whatever, 6-day, 7-day drought, whatever it was when it started, so I'm not that worried about it. But we do have 22 beavers. Wait, why are these all... Oh, are you kidding me? I thought they had this connected. I thought this was okay. Alright, we'll get rid of that and we'll put our path in. There we go. Now we have housing for 20 beavers. I thought that was already taken care of. Alright, let's move that down. Oh, they're just doing a... No, they don't... They can do this instead. They don't need to be worrying about the inventors. I'd rather have all of this built. Alright, so these are going to be dams. So that's going to be fine. Wheel of Shame. Okay, I don't have the Shaming Wheel mod downloaded, but I do have Power Wheels. But now I have the problem of where am I going to put a Power Wheel? Okay, you can go do something else. At least the cassava can technically work. If I put in a platform here, can I put a Power Wheel connected like that? I think that might work. Maybe. We'll see. 2 water storage beside the new pump. That would be the least walking for haulers. Yeah, I wanted to put a second one here, but I also just realized I can't do that. So we can, yeah, we can put some water storage up here. Easy. That'll work. A-okay. Alright, so this is finished. Next piece. I know this is not the preferred easy method of doing this, but it works. So I think we're doing fine. 1 power wheel past the oil press, connect to the back of the... Okay, you're doing it as hey, there you go. Now the only problem is actually having the wood to do all this. But at the very least, this would allow us to do the cassava and the fermented soybeans. Because we do have cassava ready to deal with, and we do have soybeans that can be harvested if they choose to actually do it. Okay, so this needs to be set to planting mode. Plant some more kohlrabi so we don't run out of that. Oh, look at him go. Teja, whatever that pronunciation would be. Keep on going. Make that power. I'm going to go ahead and pause the soybeans because we don't have that, so that should be 100%. Yep, there we go. All right, and we should have fruits coming up in, okay, about 4 or 5 days. Good. Excellent. 2 days left. It doesn't matter if this dries out, so that's good. Yeah, the big problem now is actually having wood because we've already cut down all these trees. So let's pause that, send somebody up here to harvest. Uh-oh, okay, those are... okay, those are just about gone. Yes, now... do I have enough to make a stairs? I do. Make a stairs. Wow, fantastic English there. We can do this. Pretty easy. Just stick that guy right there. All right. Then they should be able to harvest all these oaks, and we should be okay on trees. Now would probably be a good time, since we're all gathered here, to just go ahead and plant some more oak trees. And I guess I could do... I think they should be able to grow here. I'm not going to put any water in the water dump until we have a much more stable water supply. Well, we actually increased a level of well-being. How about that? Maybe don't cut all the chestnuts. We don't have chestnuts anymore. They're not a an iron teeth thing. All the chestnut trees on existing maps turned into oaks or maples. Maybe no, maples and iron teeth or folktales only. So I'm pretty sure all the chestnuts turned into oaks. Yeah, so when we go back to play with the folktales next week, when the new series starts, we'll have maples and we'll have chestnuts, but we won't have oak trees. We'll just have those other two. Any spot with a little bit of green can grow. Okay, so we can plant 2 more here then. Cool. Alright, this is still not done because we're waiting on the stuff. Okay, so I need to prioritize the log here. But I don't have any logs because I can't cut any trees down because I don't have any trees to cut down. Oh boy, I did it to myself again, didn't I? Alright, so, okay, drought's over. At least we don't have that problem anymore. And I actually have a beaver that is unemployed. Okay, that's because we have all these turned off. But if the water is moving, then I can get rid of the power wheel, or I can pause it. I could plant some more stuff down here if I really wanted to. But I don't think it's worth it right now. All right, somebody come harvest this tree so I can build these stupid stairs. Oh, I paused these, that's why. Okay. All right, give me the log. Come over here. Build the stairs. Have these always been this bright green for the highest priority thing? I feel like that's new. My God, we have 55 people watching this? At 1 a.m.? Alright. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. I think we're probably safe from completely wiping. This one is just, it's going to be a whole lot more slow stuff. But I think we're probably okay. Once we can actually have enough beavers to do all the rest of this stuff. Alright, we still have canola oil. I'm going to unpause. Probably unpause all the pumps. Honestly, we can get them out of the inventors. That'll be okay. I think they've been bright green for a while. Not sure how long. Alright. I like the priority highlighting is a bug, not a feature. Very well could be. Here goes a dam here. And then once that's done, we'll put the path in, and then all of these will be completely submerged. And we can put in another set of stairs over here and get the birch trees. Or I could just build a platform across here and then do it that way. Not going anywhere. This is riveting content. I see what you did there. All right. So we still don't have enough beavers. Is like the eternal problem. I'm going to pause this guy. You go do something else. We're going to need more planks, so let's unpause that. Okay, we have soybeans. We should be making these. I keep forgetting that I have like 7 of these things that could easily be turned into something else. Yeah, just turned on the lumber mill and turned off the wheel. I got you. All right, this is just about done. Let's put in another levee. And then I believe this, once this is completely done, this will pretty much future-proof us, at least for right now, on water, and we won't have to worry about that anymore. And we should have, okay, we have fruits here that are hopefully being gathered. I think these are in range, maybe. Okay, there's only a couple that are in range, so what we need to do is we need to, okay, I didn't want to do it this way. But I guess I have to put this gatherer flag back in so they can actually get to the mangroves. I could have planned this a little better with the staircase to get down here. Oh, I know what I can do. I can just put a staircase here. Yeah, and then that will shorten the distance considerably to get down here, and I think that's not going to be a problem. I must sleep. Thanks for being here, Devilish Fun. Appreciate you as always. The rest of the VOD, of course, will be available for you whenever you have the time to watch. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be going too much longer, but I do want to make sure that we're not in danger of dying the next time we turn this back on. All things considered, though, I feel like we're mostly doing okay. Although seeing how much land we've taken up just to sustain 24 beavers is very concerning to me for the future of the playthrough. We'll see. Thanks for the fun. Enjoy, everyone. Thanks for being here. Have a fantastic rest of your night. So this guy now can reach all of the fruits, which is good. Never doubted you for a second. Yeah, with the doubt emoji, there you go. Alright, so this is complete. All good to go. This will store plenty of water for us moving forward, at least for less than your 50 beavers. So now we just got to get those numbers up. So let's unpause these breeding pods, get another 2 beavers in here, and think about what we want to do next to get tree stuff. Because if there's water stored here, we can actually plant all of this as trees. Which I think we'll go ahead and do. 2 of these should be enough long term. And once we get a little bit more secure with water, I do want to go ahead and have these guys going up there. And I'm trying to see what else we can get into. There's not really that much we can really do right now because of how few beavers we have. But I think the sooner we get into higher storage capacities of stuff, like the water, for example, we just started the cycle. I have 10 gears. If I research the medium tank, can I build a medium tank before the next drought? I think I can do it. And the water's still going to be here, and we still have this up here, so I think let's do that. The water's not going to disappear. It'll just be kind of annoying. Oh, you know what I should do is I should put this on stilts in the water. I should have done that. I definitely should have done that. Oh well. We'll just put this here. It's fine. All right, so planks are done. Let's unpause Gear Workshop. Get them going. Is there a gather in range of the lower mangroves? Yes. We fixed that by putting these stairs in here. So this guy now can reach all of this. The only problem is the forester cannot... Oh. Okay, they can plant more. Why? Why did this increase? So I'm going to plant these. And then I'm actually going to unplant the rest of them so they can spread naturally through the rest of this. That should work out fine. They don't have anywhere else to go here, or else I would. But I think that should work out okay. I would wait until you got the large tanks before you bother putting them in the water. All right. Noted. So I want to get over here to put in these birch trees, get them out of the way. But I think to do that, I'm going to have a path cut through here. So let's unplant just these right here, because that one was already missing. Then we'll put a path through. And then I think I'll have to put a staircase coming down this way, but we definitely want this one done first. I mean, the mangroves, I don't think the mangroves right next to the new levee wall are in range. Oh, those, no, they're definitely not. But they also haven't grown any fruit yet, and we've got a couple days to take care of that. So what I was going to propose for that, I think, might actually be better for us to do a thing up here on the wall. It's not like that I really have anywhere else to stick those. Yeah, let's do that. I can get rid of that path, and I can actually just put a staircase again here. And then I can put this here. And then at least for right now, I can put in gather flag here or here. I guess it doesn't matter. Unless this one is going to give us more range. I think it's the same exact range. There we go. I don't know why it would matter. It's the same distance anyway. So this is just waiting on one more gear, and that's done. Select water. And now that should... Oh yeah, that should be so much better. So much better. Okay, and then we're just waiting on planks for this. Let's pause gears again so we can get some more planks going. And then this guy can harvest the fruit when that comes up. Okay. Alright, we're looking a lot better now. Looking a lot better. Let's unpause that guy. We need storage for wood is going to be our next big hurdle to get over. So let's do a large industrial pile. Let's see. I guess this will be fine right here. Just put it up top. Set that for logs. And then this small one, wherever that was. Where did I put this small one? I don't remember. Oh, here it is. This can, once this is accessible, which it is, this can turn into plank storage. Have only one path around the medium tank instead of all around and put a gatherer flag there. Yeah, actually that's probably a better solution, all things considered. Well, no matter what, the interest is there. Yeah, we should. Well, since this is already here, I'm not gonna get rid of it. We'll just plant more trees. That'll be fine. Have a bunch of science. Anything else you want or need? The ladders were the big one. The rest of this, staircases. Oh, spiral staircases. That's going to be helpful. That was a separate mod, I think, that I got. Landscaping-wise, no, there's not really too much else we can do. Not right now. Not worried about district stuff. Larger capacity housing. Not worried about that yet. Deep sea water pumps. No. Water irrigation tower, not concerned about that. Pipes, we hardly ever messed with those at all, I don't think. Hydroponic gardens take so much water, but I feel like we probably should get into or future-proofing. Oh, that takes metal. Okay, so actually that's probably what we need to do is be harvesting metal, because we have this right here. Let's do that. Let's set this up. I guess we'll just have this one guy. Actually, no. That shouldn't be there. I should put a path there, so we can put some extra ones coming off the side. But yeah, I'll put one in here. Where does one find the mods? So there's a couple different ways. The way that I do it is I download the, I think it's, I don't even know how it's supposed to be pronounced, but it's Beapenex, B-E-P-I-N-E-X. There's capitalization in there. But you can download that from mod, I think it's like mod.io or whatever. If you search Timberborn Beapenex, B-E-P-I-N-E-X, I believe, you should be able to go to the mod.io page for it, download that, and then you download the zip file, extract it, and put the contents of the extracted folder into your Timberborn folder, which Steam will tell you where that is. It should be an option on the page to get to the local files, or you could just look up where that is and manually navigate there. When you put that in, then you start the game, and then you can close out of the game, and then you can download other mods. So what I do is I download Mod Manager, and I put that in, and then Mod Manager basically is a visual interface for downloading mods from inside Timberborn instead of manually going to download them from somewhere else. But once you have that put in into the Beapenex, whatever, Beapenex, whatever you want to call it, into that plugin folder inside of that folder, then you can open Timberborn to go to the Mod Manager right from the launch screen on the main menu, and then it'll show all of the mods for you to look at. It's a lot easier than I'm making it sound. I'm not great at making concise explanations without physically showing you. But yeah, if you can't figure it out, I don't know. I don't think you're in the Discord, but you can drop a comment or whatever if you need further stuff. I might actually just make a little quick video on how to do that and put it up, because I'm sure people have questions there. Yes, Hydro Gardens. Hydro Gardens will be good for this series if you can have a tall tower with a ladder. Yes. The main problem I was having was concern with water, but now that I think we're looking a little better, I'm going to unlock those. And I think if I can find a good spot, for right now, I guess, I'm thinking, I was going to try to put them in a different spot, but I think someplace like right here probably wouldn't be too bad. I just have to get these trees taken care of. And I don't think I can reach that with a regular... What kind of tree is this? Pine tree, 2 logs. We're full on logs. I'm not going to feel bad just destroying it. Because I don't think there's anything... I don't think there's anything else that we could even harvest with this, unless I were to put stairs here, but also I don't think that's going to work. Oh, that's so close, though. Oh, that bugs me. All right. Just because we can, I'll just cut these trees down. That's fine. Hydro Garden. Oh, I already read that. Yeah, it's a very 30 seconds behind again. Time for 1.5 times speed. You haven't missed much. Just trying to get these taken care of so I can put in the what do you call them? All right, hydroponic gardens. First ones we're going to grow is going to be mushrooms, because we can ferment those. All right, and here comes the end of our... yeah, here's our drought. Six-day drought. Is 6 days the longest it gets in normal difficulty? Somehow I feel like it's not. Alright, I'm going to unplant these 3 so they can grow like that. But look at how much more water we have stored up here. This is so much better. It's so much better. I think we're in a much, much better spot here. So we have right here, gonna put, I guess I could probably put stairs, or no, I should put in ladders. I gotta get back in the habit of putting ladders everywhere. But if we do that, then we can actually have something back behind here, if we so choose. But yeah, I'm going to not have the path here so we can put more ladders on top and just keep stacking these. But for right now, just having the mushrooms growing is going to be good enough, I think. I got to figure out somewhere to put these other fermenter things. We need a better situation here for how this stuff is all connected. I know this is all a huge mess. We're going to have to recombobulate everything later. Gotten around 13 days on normal. Okay. Would that work, putting gravity batteries on top of the gardens? Does it transfer power, or you would have to connect it with a vertical shaft? So the hydroponic gardens, I don't think transfer power. The barracks do, which is why if you've been here a long time, you remember, I think it was one of the very first hard mode playthroughs I did. I made a big stack of barracks and hung gravity batteries off of the back of those on, I don't remember what map it was, but we could do something like that. If we were going to put them on top of the hydroponic gardens, we would have to put in vertical power shafts. Gonna need a smelter for metal blocks to make the hydroponic... Oh, you're right. You're See, this is why it's nice to do this in a live stream. So you guys can give me the feedback in real time versus just having the problem of, oh, well, now I don't know how to fix this because I haven't published this for people to make comments on. Okay, so, pause. This is a disaster. It's currently a drought. We're not completely lacking materials to rebuild stuff, so why don't we, just for the sake of sanity, clear these out, these 3 things, and rebuild this little bit that we've got here. I'm not worried about the berries now that we have other food. But I think I think it would be in our best interest to just completely revamp this whole thing. So I'm going to just get rid of this. I know we're going to lose 25% of our stuff, but if I get rid of this guy, then I can stack these a little bit better, I think. Yeah, let's get that. I don't have storage space for logs or planks. Well, when I start building with them, I probably will. Now I gotta see if I let's go to a one-time speed so I don't outbuild myself here. If I put this here, which way are the debris gonna go? Okay, good. That's a good spot for them to go. All right, so that being there is going to generate a little bit less power than this one did, but that also means I can put another one here. And I think that's going to be better. There we go. So that can go there. I'm not going to bother putting one here because it's not going to turn. So if that's the case, I think these 7 should, for right now, generate the amount of power that we need. So if we were to do that, then I'm going to need to put in a platform here, and then this can actually become, I think if I've done this right, this can become a fermenter, and then it's going to connect the other side. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I can't put a fermenter there, because if I do them, this entrance is going to be right where the other one has to go, and they're not going to connect. So let's not do that way. Let's get rid of the lumber mill. I know this is probably irritating the crap out of some of you guys. This gatherer flag is going to have to go, and we'll figure something out. We'll put that right there. That'll be fine. Oh wait, no, we can't do that. That's who's doing this. Oh no. Oh, I did it to myself again, didn't I? Okay, well in that case, oh, these are all oaks. Oh no. Okay, I did a stupid. That's a problem. All right, so which one of these do I want to get rid of? 21 versus 22. There's that sunk cost fallacy again. I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to put the gatherer flag there. But the reason I got rid of this guy is because I'm going to instead rotate this. No, that's not going to work. Oh, I was going to do that. I was going to do this. Okay, that's right. Let's put that there. And then I can put the fermenter here. That's what I was going to do. I'm going to put that there. And then get rid of all of this mess. Okay, that has to go on top of that, which means this has to have a path, which means something can go here. Well, oh, I could have just put the, Yep, okay, never mind. Here I am, making problems for myself that I don't have to make. Now, this is where the gatherer flag will go, which actually I think is a better spot. Yep. Link factory door, I got that. You are ahead of the game. So let's get rid of that power shaft. I already have a platform here. Yes. Okay, so now we have a fermenter here. I'm not going to get rid of this oil press. That's fine. Oh, that sound. That's going to be fine there. Now I need more fermenters, which I kind of want to do like this. I think, because I need to put in a gear workshop, which I could do like this, or I could do down here, or I could even put up here if I really wanted to, but I need to figure out, because the way these fermenters are set up is kind of annoying. But let's see. If I put this here, I can put this here, and then I can put one there. And then I can put another one on this side. I think that's how I had this set up before. If I do... Oh, this is hideous, first of all. But that should be enough fermenters to let me actually... yeah, should be enough to let me actually ferment everything I need to ferment. Assuming everything goes well. So I'd have cassava, I'd have soybeans, and then I would have mushrooms. Then this is right around the corner. That should be fine. That leaves me space over here. Most importantly, these are all connected like they have to be. If I put a gear workshop, I can do one here and have this still connected, and then I have room here to expand. I think that was the only other thing I needed. I believe that's what it was. And then I have a smelter I can put somewhere, which I have to research, but I have... yes, I have the science for it. So that would actually probably fit better in this spot. But I also need the gear workshop. See, this is what happens when you have a small space to work with, and it's not the most logical setup. Where are the rest of these? I think they all got pushed right here. Yeah. Okay, that's fine then. Set your water wheels to highest priority. The water wheels are already built. Are you talking about these two? Yeah, this is basically already built, and this one will be built in pretty short order, so those are fine. Gather flag definitely needs to be highest priority, though. Alright, so we'll take care of that. Oh, we're so good. We're good on food and water now, theoretically. Well, we're better than we were. So we're probably going to end stream here in a little bit, but I did want to at least try to get this set up. This is like the world's worst game of Tetris. That's what all this nonsense is. But if I put a smelter in here, I can come around the back side. This will be even front. A couple of the berries need to be destroyed. Yeah, we're gonna get there. I guess I'll just get rid of all of this. I was hoping to get a couple more of these harvested before I destroyed them, but I also don't really have anywhere to put them. Food factory before hydroponic. Really? Well, I can't build those anyway. Oh, these food factories. Well, then I have to grow corn. And they take power constantly. Okay. Okay, well now you got me second guessing my life choices here. Now, Tetris is a life skill, not only gaming, but moving or traveling. Yes. I was in college marching band. I was the truck guy. So I helped load and organize the equipment truck, put all the drums and tubas and stuff on there. Every single day. It's just Tetris, but everything costs $5,000. You can't make too many mistakes. If you don't pack it right, then truck goes around a turn, everything gets smashed. Bad news. So that was a lot of fun. But now MP3 over here had to remind me that food factories are a thing. So now I have to find somewhere to put one. I guess I could, I don't even know how much power these make combined. I think it was like 300 something. Food factories can transfer power over the path for better... Yes, for Tetris. You are correct. So I guess... I do a lot of saying I guess, don't I? So I would want this to be... I want this to be here, wouldn't I? Okay, let's... Alright. I'm going to commit the cardinal sin of deleting something that I've already built. Actually, not yet. I need this to finish. But I get those done. Then I can put another wheel here, and then I can just put the food factory right in this spot. But I can't build that until I have the other wheel in place. I think this is going to end up working. I think. We'll see. I'm going to put this back on turbo and see if we can actually accomplish anything here. Sounds like something I'd enjoy doing. You're talking about the IRL Tetris with hundreds of thousands of dollars university property. That was pretty fun. Wasn't always fun, but most of the time. I really, really liked marching band. That was a very, very fun time. Still getting... I know, we're getting there. We're getting to the gears. But I was reminded that the food factories can transfer power across paths, and that got me excited to try and utilize those. So now the fun thing is we're kind of in a good spot for food and water to where we don't really have to panic so much. I say as we have a starving beaver, but that's just because he's an idiot and hasn't eaten yet. So there we go. Now we have 2 starving beavers. How? There's food everywhere. All right, I need to do. Okay, now all the. Ooh, that was a mistake. Okay. Well. It doesn't matter if these are paused because it's already gone. That was a choice that was made. Okay. So this needs to be fermented cassava. That's what it... Okay. Okay, this can't... Oh, they can really... They can't reach this. Are you serious? Come on, man. Don't forget to turn your pumps off. Yeah, that's a little late on that one. Water dump back up. Yeah, I probably should build one at this point. Probably would be a worthwhile use of stuff. Except I only have 12 planks, and I don't want to use 10 of them on a water dump when we're already going to get the water back in less than a day. Could break the dam between the upper and lower reservoirs of... Oh! Okay, yeah. But these are all still watered. Somehow. So we're only going to lose these 2, which is fine. They're going to harvest it pretty soon anyway. Oh, okay, they already have a method to get across. So let's, yeah, we don't need these to be dams anymore. So let's just do that real quick. So it's not going to lower enough in the next 0.3 days to really be a problem. This needs to be a platform, for sure. That's an easy thing to fix. All right. So I really want to be able to get this stuff out of the way here. So I think I don't have to build anything. I think I could just cheese it with levee placement. There we go. All right, that solves that problem. Then come get all this stuff, and then we'll build our everything else. All right, these are turning again, so that's looking fine. All right, fermented cassava here. Fermented soybeans here. There we go. Now we have to see how much power this is actually generating, because we're not going to be able to do all of this. Another water wheel and beaver wheel on the back side. I don't think any water is going to actually go through this if I put a wheel here. But it's only 25 logs, so might as well, even if it's just a power input thing that we can end up using later. So this needs to be... I always forget where these things are stuck. Put that guy there, power wheel there. That's better than nothing. Yeah, the levee, well, you don't have to use the levee to do it, but it's just a solid block, and it's an easy one to do. Yeah, so there's some sort of rule in, because of the way the game's programmed, about where stuff will go when you put something in the way. Minecraft was kind of the same way, right? When you, I think it was for placing minecart tracks way back in the day. I forget what direction it was, but it was something to the effect of, it'll always have the tendency to go to a specific corner of the next block when it's connecting stuff. So if you were putting in like a complex system of the tracks and you wanted to connect in certain ways, you had to put it in a specific order because of that rule. And but I don't remember what it was called. But I don't know, maybe some of you guys have been around terminally online long enough to remember all that. Okay, so we're making 236... Oh, okay, no, we're making more than that. That's good. That's good. We need this to be food factory. We need that to go right there. I don't know why I paused. I didn't have to pause for that. This needs to go away. There we go. So the reason I put this here is, of course, because we can transfer power across, which is going to be very useful in the future. But I'm not firmly married to how this is set up. It's just it was convenient for us to do it this way. Fermented soybeans, not connected by pass. Really? Oh, okay. We didn't have that hooked up. We'll do that way, and then I think we can have a storage here of probably. Does this going to need canola oil to make the corn rations? I don't think so. Soybeans. This is going to be the mushrooms eventually when we get there. Past the food production is nothing is being... Yep, I got that one. Minecraft has changed so much the last... Yes, I have not played... let me go back to single speed so I don't get myself in huge trouble here by not paying attention. The last time I seriously played Minecraft, I think, was the update they did the ocean stuff with, and I want to say that was... Oh, that could have been 7 years ago. That was a long time ago. Sounds like some spaghetti code. Yeah, Minecraft, I don't think was ever supposed to be what it became. It was just kind of a tech demo based off of, like not a successor, because it wasn't the same guy, but like in the same vein as, Dwarf Fortress, almost. Yes, metal blocks for the food plant. I did it again. I swear to God. Oh, okay. You guys gotta you gotta stop me. You gotta stop me from doing this. Oh man, what a pain. I have to have the smelter to do any of this. But I have to have gears to make the smelter. Okay. Oh. Oh man. This sucks. This is bad news, man. This is not... My brain's not working right now. Probably need to end here pretty quick, but I need this to be working before I'm done. What direction is the door here? Okay, I can flip that. I can put this here. That's going to block the other stuff. I do have the path going around. I'm thinking out loud here. Bear with me. If I get rid of this, and then I think I can do this. Flip this guy and put the path there. Then I believe I can come down here. Let's pause construction on that. Build our gear workshop with the planks we don't have, but hopefully will have. Get that rolling. And then we can make our smelter. I know this is really hideously ugly, really bad, but we gotta do it this way. Oh no. We're not gonna do that. I can put this way. No, I don't have explosives yet. Okay, I'm gonna have to I have 40 planks in here is the problem. I can't make engines yet. I don't have metal. I have to have metal to do those. Oh my god, there's still 50 people watching this? How? Oh no. Okay. If I get rid of the oh yeah. Okay, well it's strictly speaking not a shaming wheel because that's a separate mod. There we go. Okay. I can do that, but then I have to have the stairs come down, or I could just do a ladder. Yeah, I'll just do a ladder. Turn this around to be that side. Should allow me to go in. Oh man, the ladders mod is such a lifesaver. Let me tell you about the ladders mod. Okay. I need this tree to go bye-bye. This is so bad. This is such a bad design. This is so fundamentally broken. Well, we have enough power here with this. We're not going to need the wheel anyway. Because once this gets all connected up, then we're going to be generating probably about 700-ish. Should be all right. Okay, just need the 2 planks. If it works, it's not a bad design. From a utilitarian standpoint, sure, but stuff that looks really bad, I would argue probably is not good design, even if it does function. Unless people don't have to actually directly interface with it, then maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, so we got 1 more plank to build the gear workshop. Then we can hopefully start building this. Oh, they already cut the trees. When did that happen? Oh, that was fast. Alright, well, it doesn't matter now at this point. So this is set up. That's looking good. Do we have any more beavers coming up? Okay, we got two about to come out. Alright, we're making progress. We're working here. We're working here. It's just not the ideal circumstance. The good news, though, is we have this all set up. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these guys. Put in a lumberjack flag right here preemptively. And make sure these are marked for cutting. They are. Alright, very good. And then once this is all taken care of, we can start cutting these trees down. Looks awful, but works fine. It's the story of my life. I feel you. That's how it tends to work for me. Alright, of course they're gonna have to wait for metal blocks. Let's just pause that so we don't put any more gears there. I think this is probably going to take a good long while, and it's probably going to be a drought before this is even close to done. So, how's our food situation? Still looking good? I think so. I don't think there's anything else really to complain about in that regard, which is good because it was kind of dicey for a while. Mangroves are marked for cutting. Are they? Oh, they are. Let's fix that immediately. Good catch. I would not have caught that. Okay, I'm going to unplant. I'm going to unmark for planting, rather. This guy can end up growing out his own. Look, it's propagating. Excellent. Now, where are these gears going if they're not being stuck in here? I guess they were waiting for something else. We need more housing, too. Which, fortunately, because of the ladders, we can just stack. But ladders also take materials to build that we can't really afford to spend on building ladders. Not right now. Get some plank storage? I do. I have plank storage. They just haven't come and gotten it yet, because I guess they're busy. It's actually the log storage that we don't have enough of. And I guess for right now, I can just build another one next door. I was going to put in a ladder, but I don't have enough wood for that. Alright, so that's looking okay. I am getting concerned about the stuff here. I think it'll be fine. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. We probably also don't need 2 of these going at the same time, just based on how many actual cassava that we have ready to go. So I am going to pause. I'm going to pause 2 of these things. The soybeans actually aren't going at all. So at the very least, we'll have some science, which is nice. Are these being filled up yet? Okay, eventually. They'll be alright. I find myself spending a lot of mental energy worrying about what's going to happen when the water source block gets stronger, but that's not happening in this playthrough. That's drowned only. But it's funny, my mind is still thinking that way. Alright, let's connect these up. Give these guys something to do. harvest all those, then we can get rid of everything. And then possibly, depending on how this is going to reach, this, I believe if we had a path underwater, we could plant some more mangroves here for the purpose of fruit gathering. Although we don't need it right now, but it will be very useful to have that. It's Timberborn stress disorder. God. Thankfully not, but okay. I don't have any reason to go up this way, but we will eventually need to get that metal. I'm not going to worry about it until this is all gone. And this guy currently does not have any problem lacking that stuff. So we're actually a lot closer than I thought we would be. This has gone quite smoothly, getting all of this taken care of. And we're cutting down trees. I think what we'll end up doing for here is I'll put another forester in this area, and then we'll plant a whole bunch of mangroves, and then we can get rid of the forester because we're not going to ever need it for replanting. And that should more than double our amount of mangroves we have and give us a very good, relatively future-proof food supply. And I don't think we're going to need to worry about having the reservoir be huge or anything, at least not yet, because we still have full reservoir with about 35 beavers, so I think we're going to be good for a while. Path to the smelter is broken, yes, because there was a tree there. But now it's not there anymore. So that's looking good. We're going to get at least another 3 days because we don't have the drought warning yet. So that's good. We might actually have some stuff smelted. Just depends on how many planks these guys can make. So I'm going to try 19 hours. 20 is probably too much, but I'm going to try 19, see if they can get just a little bit more done. I'm a couple of minutes behind as I had to step away for a minute. Can you put the smelter up? Can you put the smelter up the top out of the way with the power wheel? Won't be efficient, but you... No, because the smelter takes 200 power units. The power wheel would only ever do it at 25% capacity. So even though this takes a lot longer, it's actually better in the long run because you can get the full power input into it. We just need the 2 final gears. So I think we'll be good. Sleep, we all still 36 out of 36. I think we can get by on 19 hours for a while. Yeah, I just need the 1 more gear. And the ladder is finished, so that's actually good. The flipping mirroring buildings mod is awesome. It is indispensable. And it has absolutely saved my butt over here with this garbage that we have going on. So I am very, very thankful that we have access to that. I'm going to go ahead and mark those for deletion, demolishing, or whatever. I think this should allow me to plant all... Yes, it does. Good. We'll put that there. I'm going to mangrove plant all of this just as soon as all of these trees are gone. They got a little while to take care of that, so we'll leave that alone. Can you change one of your inventors to coffee? Oh yeah, we were going to try that. Inefficient coffee. Oh, it's still... Okay, I still have to have the coffee beans. So we're going to have to... Did I not mark all these for cutting? No, I did. We're going to have to find somewhere to plant coffee. Which I think, since we have a forester here, we can go ahead and try. I'm going to have it somewhere where it can be harvested by a gatherer flag. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what we can do is we can get rid of these dandelions. And just put stairs here and we'll plant coffee up top. That works. Coffee bush. I think it's probably going to be okay if I just plant all of these right here. I think you're going to get some coffee IRL. We'll be here. We will be here. And I've said like 5 different times that I probably need to stop stream, but hey, guess what? We're on a roll. We're making it work. think we can finish cycle 9, and then I'll probably end stream because it's getting kind of late here. Yeah, remember when I said it wasn't going to be a 4-hour stream, and here we are. It's been 3 hours and 39 minutes, 3 hours 40 minutes. It'll probably be another 20. Yep, that's what happens. So what's cool now is we're actually still making more power than we're using, even with this thing running at full capacity, which is fantastic. Love to see that. Now, this is here. I think I can safely build the forester now. And we'll get the coffee beans planted at the very least. Could also have a gatherer flag beside the forester, so that way it would also work for the new mangroves. So we have this guy right here. And what I was going to do is plant. It's going to put a underground path here so they can get across to the other side. And I think they should be able to, when I put that in, should be able to get at most of these. We'll see what the coverage ends up looking like. I might end up putting another one in, but I'm trying to min-max my employees right now. Could also replace the lumberjack with a gatherer once the birch trees. I could. Very well could do that. And may end up doing anyway. But we'll see. So this guy... Okay, so that's a little bit better reach than I was originally expecting. Okay. That works. I kind of want to... oh, that's a lot of planks to waste. I kind of want to put another set here, but I think we'll hold off for a while. I know we can go ahead and just plant these mangroves, though. So that's what we'll do. I'll just... oh, they still haven't gotten to all these. But I will go ahead and plant these, and then we can just manually turn off propagation. Or the planting. So that'll give them something to munch on. Alright, so coffee has been planted. I'm going to turn this back to science points for right now because it's going to take, what, 10 days? No, 12 days to get beans. Path over onto the levee and some stairs down to reach the rest. Yeah, that's probably actually the better way to do it. So if we do that, I might as well go ahead and do straight across from here, I think. Seems to be about midway into stuff. Yeah, that'll end up being better. Alright, mangroves. Plant here, and then this last one. There we go. Alright, cool. So that is working splendidly well. We have maximum capacity gears. I don't think we're going to need gears, but we do have to actually have something stored up. So let's... medium warehouse. We really should have been building a lot of these this whole time. But for whatever reason, I did not do that. So let's put in some storage for gears there. Because we have the through access here now, which is nice. Alright, so they can take care of that. We'll keep making a couple more gears. We have the plank storage. Probably need more plank storage, but more importantly, we have a smelter. And we need 5 metal blocks to make a hydroponic garden. We need 10 to make a food factory. So we're going to see how many we have at the end of our cycle here. Or at the end of our, whatever you want to call it. The non-drought part. If we have 10, I'm going to do the food factory first. But if we only have 5, I'll probably go ahead and do the hydroponic garden. Because that will be also good. We already have the... Oh, I've had somebody working here this whole time. No, we don't have any mushrooms. Go somewhere else. Alright, that's fine. Maybe another set of stairs on the other side of the river. Yep, that's what we ended up doing. Make sure to unmark those new mangroves for cutting. I will as soon as they... No, I guess I could just unmark them for cutting anyway. Alright, cool. So that's good. Anything else I should know about here? Okay, these are all done, which means lumberjack flag can go away. Alright, that's good. I think... Is this still in range? Yeah, I'm going to plant another coffee bush. Because you need a surprising amount of coffee bushes to take care of stuff. Yeah, this is coming together quite nicely. And they've got the full reach. Oh, no, they don't have the full reach. They have almost the full reach. Does that give me... No, it doesn't give me any more. Huh, well that's kind of annoying. Alright, well, whatever. That's fine. I'll put those back. It's too bad that doesn't reach. That is quite unfortunate. Yeah, considering how bad stuff was before, I think we've done quite well. Come back from the brink of destruction, complete and total annihilation. All right, 6-day drought. No more water flow. Oh, seriously, I only have 4 metal blocks. You gotta be kidding me. All right. See, now I want to try it. Now I want to do this stupid thing. Okay, gears. I have 11 gears. I have 33 planks. Do I dare put in a high power shaft to come up here and put in a power wheel so I can keep making metal blocks? I think it would reach if you extend the path over the platform. I don't think that's what the problem is, because the path is already coming out over here. They just can't get this way. Oh, you meant right here. Okay. Well, this tree is already here. All right, we'll try it. We'll try it. I'm really trying to avoid having more than one gather, though. So if this will actually improve the range, I don't know that it will. In fact, I suspect that it doesn't. But we'll give it a shot. I can always replant it if I have to. All right. But the original question at hand, was I going to be in trouble if I build a high power shaft here to connect everything else together? Oh, this is still disconnected anyway, so that wouldn't work. So I have to. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do it just because I can. Let's I guess I also kind of didn't have to do that. Let's do this. Oh, they have to finish that before I can put this in. Was this not? There we go. All right. This is grade A idiocy. Oh, you're right. I am going to need one for the coffee. That's what we decided we were going to do. Oh, you know what? No, I don't have to delete the thing because... Well, first of all, let's see if this gets us any more. No, it does not. Okay. All right, so let's put that tree back. I don't even have to do that because I can just put a gatherer up here. And it'll be able to get at most of these also. All right, so that is good. Do these now also reach... Oh, okay, you know what? That means I don't need this anymore. Because... Oh, no, I do need... Because what a mess this is. I forgot about these guys already. All right, so we'll just shut up and leave it alone. That's fine. All right, so this is only going to be 50, but I really want to get my 5th metal block. So let's just pause all of this and just have this going. I think we are pretty close. Okay, well it says 9%, 4 hours remaining, but it's going to yeah, it's going to take some time. I always watch live streams, but because I live in South Africa, I can never catch it live. Yeah, I normally am not live streaming at 2 a.m. local my time, but I'm glad you're able to come in and catch a little bit of it. We got a couple minutes left. We're just about done. Sorry, but yeah, you can watch the rest of the VOD. It should be about 4 hours total. Lumberjack and the Dandies to gathering. Oh, you want me to change it? Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I was, I already have this here. So I guess we'll just leave that there because I didn't need that second path. But that's fine. Alright, so this guy should, on the next day, finish the 5th block of metal. And then, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and unpause this so they can get the rest of it in place. But then we'll have the mushrooms ready to go, and then we can have this fermenter all set for that. So he's out of stuff to do with the lumberjack flag. So this guy can actually go away. That's looking good. This guy doesn't need to be there. We just have these two down here. That's fine. So now, what is gatherer flag? I guess it's paused. We can keep that there so we can get the rest of the berries. All right. So we should have now. This is already done. Okay, good. It's finished. It is ready to go. Looking good. We can have them stock this up and make some mushrooms. And then we're going to be good to go. But how about that? First, I guess, 9 full cycles in one stream. Managed to avoid certain death at least twice. Pulled through in the end. And now we have a pretty decent early game setup. Now, it's not very optimized, but it is just about enough to sustain about 40 beavers, minus the housing, which we're going to have to improve with ladders. Actually, can we go ahead and build this real quick? 18. Yeah, I can put 2 more. At least one of these I can extend up. So let's do that. Do I want to turn... I think I do want to turn this this way. Or one of these ways at least, so it can be connected. So we'll put in 2 like that. Another barracks on top. That should, being the operative term, allow us to build there. And of course we want to put one here, which we don't, strictly speaking, need a second stack of ladders. But we'll probably end up building one anyway. I'd hope to catch your skylines tomorrow. Yeah, me too. I gotta get to bed so I can get up. But yeah, we'll be ending stream in probably about 3 or 4 minutes anyway. But if you gotta get, I appreciate you being here. As always, should be some fun tomorrow. Hopefully I can get the stuff to work that I've been trying to get to work for a couple, almost months now, I guess. May need a 2-high platform next to the ladder stack to get it built. No, they're building this. I think the issue with that was if they don't have something to stand on, they can't build it. And I guess they can do this for whatever reason. I don't know. Didn't really seem like that was something that would make sense. Because I remember before we had the problems with the ladders and the verticality of everything. But I think it's all good now. Just hope they can get this... built before too long, because we're just about done with their cycle here. All right, come on, put the rest of these things in here. So I want to say I want to have this actually finished before I finish stream. Come on, two more logs. All right, cycle 10. Cycle 10, day 1. Here comes the water. Give me these last 2 logs, and we'll sign off for today. All right, cool. So now we only have 8 homeless beavers. Coming along quite nicely. I think we can be pretty happy with what we accomplished today. Thanks so much for all of you being here. It never ceases to amaze me how many people actually want to watch this live compared to the other stuff I end up streaming. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day wherever you are. I guess Pac-Man, you're probably just getting your day started. South Africa is probably sometime in the morning. But have fun. Appreciate you guys. Gonna have City Skylines tomorrow. Not entirely sure when that's gonna be, but hopefully I can make it happen in the afternoon instead of the evening. I will, of course, keep you guys posted. You'll see the notification on YouTube for a scheduled stream. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We'll see you back again, hopefully next Saturday for the continuation of this. It was awesome to get 9 full cycles complete in one stream. Got a great head start, and I think we're going to be having a whole lot of fun with the rest of this. But yep, see everybody. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.